All right, and we are live. So they're doing the national anthem right now. 9/11, never forget. 24 years ago. I'm expecting this game to be a pretty good one. Obviously, Packers and Commanders both playoff teams, and hoping that they can have another run. I should bring this a bit closer. There we go. All right, about to be set up for this Thursday night football game. All right, so Packers Commanders both coming off of division game wins. Kind of hoping that. Oh, hold a second. Before I start, let me go ahead and turn off my do not disturb. Forgot to do that. There we go. Sorry about that. Almost forgot. All right, let me go ahead and get set up. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's go on the way. I'm predicting the Packers will win. I will say this: Commanders' defense kind of concerns me. One, it is obviously it's a little bit older, so that's just do with like certain players. But I'm concerned about the pass rush. So Packers offensive line, I feel pretty good about their offensive line. So I think in trench play, I think the Packers have the the obviously the goodness gracious upper hand against the Commanders because the Commanders' offensive line, though I would say improved since last year, you're still going against a defensive line that, especially at edge, with the addition of Micah Parsons, has a little more juice. I'm really concerned how. Well, I'm actually really excited to see how the Packers decide on trying to contain Jane Daniels. Um, because obviously, week one, you're not going to see Jared Goff. You're not going to see him just sprinting all over the place. So interesting to see how the Packers handle that. Jeff Hafley, so it'll be up to him. Obviously, like I said, you got Michael Parsons. He's going to get a little more of a. He's probably going to get closer about that same like 50% of snaps. Um, just because like he's still kind of learning the playbook. But Lucas Van Nuss looked pretty good, and so did Rashawn Gary. So edge rotation obviously going to go to the Packers. Quarterback, I feel kind of the same way about both of them. I think they both bring something different that each one doesn't have. So I'm gonna say that's more of like a wash. Running back, obviously Josh Jacobs, way more proven. Krosky Merritt, obviously is an interesting pick, but still young, a lot to prove. So obviously you can go to the Packers there. And offensive line, I'm kind of going both ways. I think like offensive line for the Packers pretty solid. For the Commanders, I feel it's going to be pretty solid as well, especially this year. But overall, Packers I think are a better team. I think it's gonna be a close one, and then like the Packers might pull away late. But I'm hoping for another great game. Like so far, we've had some really great games in prime time. Obviously, the Monday night game was interesting to say the least. I was getting really tired until that fourth quarter, and then the Vikings decided to show up finally, and also the Bears decided to maybe hopefully be a little bit better. Um, Too young. I mean, because Jordan Love's still young. He's like what 20. See, is he 26? Trying to make sure if Jordan Love's 26 or not. I'm pretty sure he was because he was young coming into the NFL. He might be 27, but I'm pretty sure he's 26 because I think he's only like 2 years older than me. Yes, 26. So he turned 27 November 2nd. Okay. So, um, like I said, super duper excited for this game. I think that ultimately both these teams will be competing for a playoff spot because I think the NFC is a very stacked division. Um, I think both of them can make it, and both of them I feel more confident about the Packers making a deeper playoff run than the Commanders because like I said, I just can't put my faith in their defense just yet. I want them to go after an edge rusher. If they get a good edge rusher, I feel like in the draft this upcoming year, then like I feel really good about the Commanders for the future. But as of right now, I'm still very, very concerned about their defense and how that's going to hinder them as season progresses. But like I said, we'll see. It's still early in the season. A lot of moving pieces, and maybe there might be somebody that might trade for the deadline. All right, so Gay on to boot this ball away. Matt Gay was on. He was on somebody else before. I'm trying to remember who he was on. Return to the end zone to the 10, to the 15, down to the 20, up to the 25, and down to about the 27-yard line. And that is where the Green Bay Packers are going to start. And they're wideout. So it's showing the stats for Jordan Love right now. Like I said, last year, obviously, not as good as he had his first year starting, but still a decent year. Hoping that he has a little bit of a bounce back. I think he's still a great quarterback. I think that some people try to overblow some of the problems, but I think he's a great quarterback. From the 28-yard line, Jordan Love under center, Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to get up to about the 32-yard line. So that's gained there about 4 yards. That's going to be second down 6. Yeah, showing how Jordan Morgan, who is starting, makes a second start, and Belton. So Belton is actually starting at right tackle. So a little bit of an offensive line shakeup, but as like I said, I still believe I like Jordan Morgan coming out. I'm surprised that he's at left guard. Like I said, they slide him in. But Belton, I'm a little bit intrigued to see. But like I said, I don't really believe in a lot of their edge rushers for the Commanders. So shotgun formation, second down 6. Going to send Josh Jacobs on motion. Going to hand the ball off Josh Jacobs, who's going to bounce off another dude. It gets about 2 yards there. Nice game there by Josh Jacobs. Initially was stopped. Gets about 2. Going to be third down and 4 for the Green Bay Packers. 14:05 left to go in the first quarter. I kind of like the whiteout. It's kind of nice. I think I like it better with where Reed, like Jordan Reed, Jaden Reed had like the yellow cleats. I think I like that better. Where it's not just a full whiteout, you still got like a little bit of color in there. I think I like that too. So they're down 3. Jordan Love, shotgun formation. Josh Jacobs to his left. Draws back to pass and throws, and that's going to be completed. That's going to be a first down to the 41-yard line to Dontavius Wicks. I'm trying to remember from the first game, but I think when Wicks was targeted, he actually caught the ball. Because last year, it was so frustrating to watch. Because Wicks had the speed, he had the ability to get open, but he just could not catch the ball. So good on Wicks there, getting the first down, and it's going to be first down 10. 13-10 left to go in the first quarter from the 41-yard line. Jordan Love going to be in shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs to his right. Going to send Wicks in motion over to the left again. And going to be a play action pass. Takes a deep shot, well, not a deep shot, but a first down shot to Wicks again. And guess what? It's another first down to the 46-yard line of the Commanders. The Green Bay Packers are moving the ball. So getting Wicks a little bit early, that's interesting. I guess you're wondering that you don't think that they can really handle his speed because, I haven't seen. Unless I must be wrong if Dobbs is out. I don't think he's out. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who makes a man miss and gets back to about a yard. Almost a loss of 3 there, but nice job by Josh Jacobs there. As we second down 9. 12:15 left to go in the first quarter, still 0-0, but the Green Bay Packers are moving the ball. Second down 9. Matthew Golden's out there now. Jordan Love in shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs to his right. Going to bring Tucker Kraft into motion back out. Going to be a play action pass. Throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete, but I'm surprised there wasn't a hold there. There's the flag. Yep. That's going to be defensive holding Marcus Lattimore on Romeo Doubs. That's going to be a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, you could see the tug. Let's see here. See a little bit more. All right, cut inside. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then he tugs again. He tugs 3 times. Marcus Lattimore, goodness gracious. Yeah, no, that was blatant. that was blatant. All right, so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at the, I'm trying to think what yard line they are. Let's see. 11:46 to go in the first quarter. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Jordan Love going to be under center with Josh Jacobs in the backfield. And that should be a lineman, depending on who they called on first. Yep, they called on Josh Jacobs. I'm about to say it was like either Josh Jacobs or the right guard. I couldn't tell who technically did it first. But so back him up, first down and 15. Still 11:46 left to go in the first quarter. All right, looks like we're going to be under center. Going to be drop back and pass. He's got time and throws a deep shot, and he's going to be, incomplete. Try to get to Dontavius Wicks just a little bit too ahead of Dontavius Wicks, who's been targeted 3 times already. That's going to make it second down and 15, 11:41 left to go in the first. So that's Wicks against, let's see. And now, yeah, okay. No, it was against Samer still. Okay. Second down 15, 11:41 left to go in the first quarter. Jordan Love, empty set, going to bring Tucker Kraft over to help out left tackle here. Draws back a pass, throws to the sideline. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Romeo Doubs for about a 6-yard gain. And it's going to be third down and 9 from about the 39-yard line. Mike Sayer with the tackle, and LaFleur is livid. What is he upset about? I don't know what he's upset about. But shotgun formation for Jordan Love. Got, who was that to his right? Drops back to pass. It's not Josh Jacobs. He's getting some pressure. Steps in the pocket. It's going to be a hold. Takes in a deep shot. Doesn't really matter, though. Has to be caught for a touchdown. However, unfortunately, there is, oh, no. Oh, no, not Jordan, not Reed, not her. Oh, my gosh, no. It's a hold on Anthony Belton, but then Reed also got hurt. That's, oh, my goodness. I don't know. Like I said, he's up. Now he's back down on the ground. Okay. Oh, no. The Packers have just been injury prone on wide receivers. Goodness gracious. Yep, Belton's got. I mean, he's got him like right by like the throat on Armstrong. Like rookie tackle, NC State. I mean, it's pretty bad. That's a pretty bad hold. But let's see here. Does he land? Oh, okay. I think it might. I don't know if it's something right up here, but he kind of landed right on his shoulder. He's kind of like he's kind of running like kind of limp with that right there. So that's what I think. I think he just kind of landed on it wrong. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. But it's gonna be third down and 19 for the Packers. 11:06 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, he's on a knee on the sideline. That's not good. Oh goodness! Please don't let Jayden Reed be hurt. That's. All right, so third down and 19 for the Packers. Well, once was a promising drive, now it's third and forever at the 49-yard line. Jordan Love, shotgun formation, going to see Tucker Kraft in motion, help out Belton. Draws back a pass, and is going to just check it down to the running back, who's going up to the 45, up to the 40, up to the 35, and down. Oh, so close. Got 17 on the play. Well, about 16 on the play. That's Brooks. As we fourth down about 3. Thought I almost had it for a second. Wait, they're going for it? Okay, so with 10:50 left to go in the first quarter, Green Bay Packers are going for it. Fourth and 3. Under center. I don't know why you're doing it, but okay, go for it. All right, so Jordan Love under center. Drops back to pass. They're literally going for it. 4-3 takes a deep shot to Matthew Golden, and instead it's going to be a turnover on downs. 10:25 to go in the first quarter, still 0-0. Trey Edwards making the play on 4th and 3. I mean, if Jordan Love throws it as a dart, it's a touchdown. He kind of floated it a little bit, and Trey Amos was able to get underneath it and just knock it down. Great play by Trey Amos, the rookie out of Ole Miss. And we're at commercial break. I mean, honestly, like I said, the Packers are able to move the ball, but then penalties, dumb penalties. So the false start, the hold. I mean, the hold pretty much negated a touchdown. So, and like I said, it was an egregious hold. But you're able to move the ball there on the field. Unfortunately, you didn't come up with no points because for some odd reason you go for it on 4th and 3, which I'm not like upset about because, like I said, I get it. You want to kind of be more aggressive, but you don't have to go for the end zone on 4th and 3. So I don't know about that, but let's see what the Commanders can do. So they'll be first down 10 at the 30. What was it? 33 yard? Yeah, 33-yard line. So about roughly what you would start out if they just kicked them back in the end zone. I'm like I said, I'm still. Let's see. Let's see if I can find out what about the Jaden Reed situation. Let's see here. More than likely, they're not going to already tell us what exactly happened, but I can check and see. Mm, okay, yeah, so he's been looked at in the medical tent, kind of figured that would be the case. I'm not seeing exactly what people think the injury is, or if it's been confirmed what it is. It's not showing anything. A doctor said it could be AC joint sprain or a clavicle injury. I was hoping that it was going to be a collarbone, but like I said, I'm not a medical professional, so I have no idea. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be um, Gary Danielson and try to claim that I know what injury that is. Uh, but yeah, what's up, Dobie? Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Like I said, had a pretty good day today, and I'm hoping for another great game. So far, primetime games have been pretty good. So first down, 10 at 33-yard line. Jaden Daniels, shotgun formation. Gonna be a drop back pass and is gonna just check it down to Austin Ekeler, who's gonna make a man miss. Actually, not make a man miss, but get about 4 yards there. Be second down and 6. Whoa, actually, no, second down and 7 where he placed him. So I just don't understand what Matt LaFleur was so upset about. Like, I really have no idea. Anyways, second down and 7 from the 36-yard line. Others in chat only see my comments. Yeah, I see a lot of people in chat. It's interesting. I'm glad people are here. Jordan Love, goodness gracious. Jaden Daniels scrambles out to the right, then cuts back left. Is going to try to outrun number 95, but unfortunately is going to get back to basically line of scrimmage. But I think that might count as a sack. It'll be, see, who are they going to give it to? They're going to get, I probably like a half sack, be 95 and then number 33. Evan Williams came on a little bit of a blitz package there. So I would probably give it to Wyatt because he caused it first. Yeah, I'll give it to Wyatt. So hopefully they give Wyatt the sack. So third down and 8. So they did lose a yard. Third down and 8 from 35-yard line. Jaden Daniels bunch to the right with looks like I can't tell if it's Krosky Merritt or if that's Austin Ekeler. That's Krosky Merritt. Jaden Daniels Jones check it down to Austin Ekeler, who is going to get up to about the 39-yard line. That's going to be it. So it'll be 3 and out for the Commanders after a great drive that stalled out by the Green Bay Packers. They're going to get the ball right back. Hey there, Emmanuel. How you doing? We all having a good day today? Like I said, Wyatt has kind of impressed me so far. Like I said, Wyatt, he was from Georgia. Was this his third season? I think this is his third season. So obviously, like I said, I think that's the reason why they were okay with letting Kenny Clark go. I've seen a lot more Colby Wooden in his second year. I'm very happy because I love Colby Wooden. So Wyatt's been pretty good. Obviously, like I said, now you have like a three-headed monster at Matthew Golden. What are you doing? What? No, 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 Matthew Golden. You just let the punt go. He okay. Instead of fair catching the ball or anything like that, he decides to try to return it. Well, not really even really try to return it, but goes back to try to catch it like this, which is super duper dangerous. And then I think that they're actually going to get bailed out because I think that once Matthew Golden was tackled, then the defender, the gunner, basically, oh, they're not going to call a foul. Okay, good. I'm about to say that'd be a dumb penalty, but Matt, like, just let it go. Just let it go. Is Jaden Reed okay? All I heard was his name and concerning tone and nothing else. Yeah, it. So he landed like it would have been a touchdown. Unfortunately, a holding call um, negated it, but it looks like he landed right on his right shoulder, and I was concerned that it was like a collarbone issue, but like I said, I don't know. I looked it up. Um, a um, a doctor said this possible of an AC joint or a clavicle injury. So I'm just saying what a doctor has said. But there's not been any mention on the broadcast of what it exactly it is. More likely, like I said, we'll probably hear it in this next drive as the Packers are going to be on offense. Hello, I joined a random fantasy league and I did amazing. I joined two more. I didn't do as great in my first draft. Wait, so you joined some after the fact, like after week one? Wait. There's fantasy drafts, like there's fantasy leagues after week one. That's kind of crazy. I guess you got to see like after some of the week one injuries, because goodness knows we've had a lot of them. Um, yeah, my fantasy week went pretty well. I was a top scorer in the I don't want to say the real one, but the one that's a little more competitive. The other one is kind of like it's like with the friends. We're just playing around. Uh, uh, but the one that like actually has a punishment, I am on top right now. So hopefully I can continue. I got Burrow, Barkley, Bucky Irvin, DK Metcalf, JSN, Kincaid, Krosky Merritt, Texans D, and Dicker the kicker. Yeah, like I said, week one is kind of like flimsy, especially with a lot of offense. But um, Burrow, you're hoping has a pretty good year. Barkley's probably going to carry you a lot, but like I said, just week one. Bucky Irving, I think on a normal day, like I said, I was kind of surprised he didn't. I don't think he had the biggest day last night, not last night, but last weekend. DK Metcalf, JSN. You're kind of hoping with JSN gets a lot more targets. So I think JSN has potential of being like a very, very solid wide receiver this year. Kincaid, like I said, tight end's also kind of fickle. And Krosky Merritt, I think Krosky Merritt is one of those like week five and onward kind of starts like picking up a little bit. So first down 10 at the 4 yard line because, like I said, don't know why Matthew Golden did what he did. Jordan Love under center, going to be a drop back to pass and just kind of flood it to Tucker Kraft. He can get the first down up to about, he keeps on pushing, and he's down at about the 19-yard line. Great job by Tucker Kraft. First down 10. Like I said, they were backed up at the 4 yard line. They're showing it right now. And like I said, it just like lands like right on it. So he's going to the locker room right now. They're talking about the collarbone area. If I correctly predicted that, that's kind of crazy. That's collarbone because like I said, I'm not a medical professional. I have no idea, but it was like right there. So first down, Tim, the 19-yard line, two tight ends to the left. Now going to send Musgrave in motion over to the right. Josh Jacobs tries for the middle and gets a nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down and 5 for Josh Jacobs. I did a random ESPN league in the middle of June for kicks. Three quarterbacks. Somehow is not cooked. Jackson, Irving, Tracy Jr., Jay Jettis, Garrett Wilson, T.J. Hawkinson, J.M.O. Williams, Packers D, and Aubrey. On my bench, Pittman, Travis Hunter, Javonte Williams. Okay. Cedric Tillman. I think that's solid. Burden, Benson, and Ben Strange. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. You have a lot of people you're hoping kind of break out later on in the season. Jordan Love drops back to pass, and it's going to take a shot, and it's going to be wide open. It's Tucker Kraft to the 45-40, 35-30, 25 down to the 20-yard line. Tucker Kraft, have yourself a day. Goodness gracious. He was wide open. 6:30 left to go in the first quarter, and the Green Bay Packers are once again driving down the field. After starting at the 1-yard line, Tucker Kraft has absolutely been, granted, you have, is that Frankie Louvu that got absolutely lost in coverage? I think it was. No, it's Bobby Wagner who got lost in coverage. And like I said, I think there's some miscommunication, obviously, because Tucker Kraft is wide sticking open and then just rumbling on down the field. So first down 10, Jordan Love to stop the play, and it's going to be at the, what did I say before? Can't remember what I said before. Now it's kind of getting fuzzy. Dadgummit. Come on, Prime. Don't mess up with me. Don't mess up on me. Let's see here. Not too shy, but also I don't care about this league with my 3 others. I only have 2. I can't keep up with a lot of leagues, so I only do 2. But in my second draft, I got Lamar in the 3rd, and I saw Herbert still in the draft in the 11th round. Who I know people are down on Herbert, but like 11th round is crazy. Jordan Love drops back a pass, is getting some pressure, is going to float it out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, 5-10 left to go in the first. I got him to use one as trade bait. Yeah, I'm very surprised with Herbert being there in the 11th. That is crazy. In the 11th round? Nobody wanted to get Herbert at least on their bench? I guess maybe they saw him falling. They were like, oh, eventually I can get him. 3rd down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Jordan Love, shotgun formation. Got trips to the left. Try to get him to jump. Got some room. He's going to try to run for it. Great job by Jordan Love by taking a couple hits and down the 5-yard line. First down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. He shook off a pretty big hit too. Who did he shake off? Let's see. Who was that? Someone came flying in like a missile. And Jordan Love just ate it. Let's see. All right, rolling it to the right, and then... Oh, is that Amos? I think it was. Amos tried to hit him, and just... Oh, golly. And then Frankie Louvu whiffed. Okay. And then Newton kind of cleaned it up. Good job on Jordan Love. Goodness. So first and goal from the 5-yard line. Lamar in the 3rd is crazy. Someone took him round 2, pick 5 in my first 2 drafts. My 3rd draft, Herbert was drafted 3rd overall. That kind of depends. Some people believe, yeah. Like I said, I believed. I got Justin Herbert, and that's been amazing for me. So I got him. So I got Mahomes in the 3rd, and then I got Herbert in the 5th. Because like I said, my league has 2 quarterbacks. It has, instead of doing defense, we do you can have an extra quarterback to kind of help boost some of the weeks. And so I was able to do that last year. I had gotten Jared Goff really late, so I was able to pair him with Amon-Ra St. Brown. That worked out really well for me last year. But now I don't have really anybody paired up except for when one of my quarterbacks is on bye, I do have Aaron Rodgers on my bench. So I got Aaron Rodgers with Jonnu Smith. Because Jonnu Smith did pretty good last week, and I didn't start him. I didn't really need to. But I'm starting him this week, so I'm like, hey, maybe Jonnu Smith does a little bit more too. Because like I said, he's part of the Steelers offense. And so I'm just to see how that continues to go. Because I started Colston Loveland because I had a feeling with Sam Laporta, with Ben Johnson, and it worked out. So I'm like, let's try it again, and let's go with the rookie tight end. And it's not like I said, it's a tight end, so it's kind of fickle. But I was like, let's go for it. And so, like I said, it's not that big of a deal if I miss out on a tight end. But I like my running back room. I got James Cook, and I've got Chuba Hubbard, and I'm hoping that eventually RJ Harvey kind of breaks out a little bit. Because especially when I had to put one on the bench because they're for the bye. But my wide receivers is I got Nico Collins, who was pretty bad last week, And then I got Zay Flowers as my two starters. And then I got um, my boy Khalil Shakir, who is always solid, always going to give me like in that 10 to potentially 12, and sometimes has, close to 14. Like I said, he's a very like just solid wide receiver you can kind of depend on being like, a you sub him in for someone who's on bye and you feel pretty good about it. So feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Third overall, I need some guys. I see the guy stashed. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so first and goal from the 5-yard line. Got two tight ends to the left, Jordan Love under center. Going to be a play action pass and throws. That's going to be a touchdown to Romeo Doubs. 4:33 left to go in the first quarter, and the Green Bay Packers have taken an early lead. Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, I will say this. I didn't know like anything about fantasy football like 2 years ago? Yeah, because it's my third year doing it. Um, and so I was like, oh, I'm going to take Josh Allen, and then I'm going to take Mark Andrews. So I still did well that year because like I drafted really well. Like I usually draft pretty well later on. Kick is up, kick is good, so it is 7-0. But I remember that first year, like everyone that was around was like, Ryan, what are you doing? And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm taking the best quarterback and the best tight end. And they're like, you're taking a tight end with your second pick? Yeah. And they're like, all right. And it still worked out because I remember I got Tank Dell later on, and I got somebody else. Oh, I also got Sam Laporta that year. That's another Sam Laporta. And then there was somebody else I drafted later on, too, that worked out really well for me, too. But I can't think of what's top of my head. But like I said, I've been pretty good about drafting late and gotten a lot of value. These past 2 years have been Khalil Shakir because some reason people just don't believe in him. And like, he's going to do a lot better than some of the other people who are around, like, pick. What pick was that? I got to pick like round like 13. Like, yeah, I'll take a solid number 2 option or maybe a number 3 option and pick in round 13. So also Kyle Pitts was startable last week, so basically I will live off of this high all season. That is true. Like Pitts, I Pitts on the other fantasy league that I'm not really paying that much attention to. I'm paying attention to it, but like there's no punishment or reward, so it's like kind of for fun. I got him on my bench, but Pitts I scored Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and Xavier Worthy combined. I mean, it's fair, but it's also Xavier Worthy got hurt because of his friendly fire, and then AJ Brown got like 1 target, which I'm sure he took that well after the game, only getting 1 target, 1 catch. So the Commanders will start off the ball at 35-yard line. First down 10, 4:33 remaining in the first quarter, down 7-0, and hoping for a little bit better than last time because last time it was a 3 and out. So let's see if the Commanders can dial up something a little bit better. So Jayden Daniels is going to be in pistol formation with Austin Eckler behind him. Going to be handoff, and he gets absolutely just ate up by Lucas Van Ness for a 2-yard loss, second down and 12. Like I said, Lucas Van Ness looked pretty good last week, and looks like it couldn't continue this game, hopefully. Like I said, I like Lucas Van Ness. He was obviously, like I said, he was definitely a moldable clay coming out of Iowa. I think, if I remember correctly, his nickname was like Hercules or something like that, because like ridiculously strong. I was going to say second down 11s, but he's done well so far this year, so hopefully that kind of continues. Another handoff to Austin Eckler, who's going to get maybe 3 yards. So it'll be third down at about 8 for the Commanders. Like I said, Commanders, you can't go back-to-back 3 and outs. And now comes Micah Parsons. Okay, we get it, NFL. Yes, both him and Reggie White has had the same first 4 seasons. You don't have to continuously say it. You don't have to continuously say it. We get it. We got it. All right. So 3rd down and 7 from the 38-yard line. Jaden Daniels in an empty set. I'm sure the crowd is pumped. Drops back to pass and is going to throw across the middle, and it's going to be short. It gets close, though. Gain about 6 yards there, and be 4th and 1. However, there is a flag. Don't know what the flag is on. Let's see. It might be a hold. Oh, really? Really? Was it on Micah Parsons? Let's see. It's against the Commander, sorry. But, let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah. He got him by the throat. Allegretti got, like, Micah Parsons by the throat. It was pretty bad. So, yeah, it was hands to the face. Absolutely. So 3rd down 17. Back him all the way to the 28-yard line. Jay Daniels, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, quick little screen pass, and it gets nothing. Great job by Bullard there for about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th down at about 15. So instead of having a potential 1st and 1, we might try to go for it. Instead, it's going to be 4th and forever, and another 3-and-out by the Commanders. I hope you're right about Chuba Hubbard, Ryan, because I listened to the Panthers propaganda and draft Hubbard in 2 leagues. And I pick up in the 3rd and 5th rounds respectively. Yeah, like I said, I think that's fair. Like I said, the 5th round makes a lot more sense. 3rd is a little bit, like I said, I picked him in the 4th in both my leagues. Because I took James Cook before him. Because I feel like James Cook, obviously in a better offense, has a lot more opportunities. But Chuba Hubbard, like I said, I'm just making sure that we can actually get a run game going. Like, as long as our defense is not the absolute worst in the league again, I think Chuba Hubbard will have a good season, because the times he had good weeks was because of the fact that, like, when we actually were able to establish a run game, because we have an amazing offensive line. We have an amazing offensive line. If we're able to actually run the ball and not be playing from behind at all times, then I think that Chuba Hubbard will be good, because he also gets catches out of the backfield. Yes, he's not getting as many carries because we have Rico Dowdle this year, which is way better than what we had with Miles Sanders. But so he'll get some kind of rest. But I think overall, Chuba Hubbard is going to be a good fantasy running back. So I'm hoping for it. What's up, Christopher? So no, I can't point to the TV because of the fact that I'll get copyright striked, and I do not want a copyright strike on my channel when I don't even have like 250 subscribers. So no, I'm not pointing it at the screen, unfortunately. I know there's some people who do it, and then obviously, like I said, they get the stream taken down. That's not what I'm here for. So unfortunately, no. Sorry about that, Christopher. 3rd round was 52nd overall. Oh, was it a 20-man league? Okay, well then actually, that's actually pretty good. Okay, that makes sense. A 20-man league is crazy. Not really crazy, but that's you got to do a lot of good drafting there. you got to do a lot of good drafting there. I've never been anything that big. But yeah. No, like I said, I would love to like eventually get to a point that my channel is big enough that maybe in the future that I could show a game, but I'm nowhere near that, and yeah, so no. Because I'm trying to remember, like, I've seen some YouTube channels, and then like it's like because like I used to watch it while football, which is amazing. Amazing to be able to watch football while you work and get paid for it. But wait, really? They all turned 27 when they won their Super Bowl? That's kind of crazy. They're talking about the Jordan Love turned 27 on November 2nd, and Aaron Rodgers was 27, Brett Favre was 27, and Bart Starr was 27. Okay. I didn't know about that. From the 24-yard line, it should be a false start, but they're not going to call on the right guard. Hand the ball off to Matthew Golden, who gets about 6 yards there. So 2nd down and 4. Nice job there, Matthew Golden. I got Chuba Hubbard in my third draft. That one is kind of good too. Jaden Daniels is locked in. LOL. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm really am hoping for a good Panthers year. I just need something good. Like as long as it is not as long as it is not bad as the first half of last season was, then I'll be fine. But if it continues to be bad and there's no chance of us making playoffs in November football, then I'm going to be a little bit ticked off. 2nd down and 4, Jordan Love dropping the pass, getting a little bit of pressure, but is going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line. Great job there, and that's going to be, who is that? That's Martin, and who's number 24? Commanders numbers, I'm a little confused on. Number 24, also a little bit on that sack. Like I said, it's kind of a coverage sack there. But Jordan Love's kind of drifting over into the pressure, and there's nothing for him to do. So great job there by the Commanders, making it 3rd down and forever. I have heard that for months. I've heard that for a month? For a month. 3rd down and 14, Jordan Love drops back to pass and throws. Oh, you're talking about the 27 thing. And it's going to be up to about the 30-yard line, still be 4th down at about 4. Okay. Sorry about that. I was wondering what you were talking about, Dove, but that makes sense. You heard that for about a month. For months. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't even know that he was that. Wait. There's no way you're going for a 4th down. No way you're going for a 4th down on your own 30. Like I said, they're trying to make him jump off sides. That's all. Trips to the right, running back to the left. Try to make him jump off sides. There you go, end of the quarter. So, at the end of the quarter, it's still 7-0. Green Bay Packers are on the lead, and so far their defense has been stifling against this Commanders offense. 2 straight 3-and-outs. When we come back, more than likely, it is going to be a punt away, and we'll have to see if the Commanders can actually do anything on offense. Packers fans find one factoid and they run it into the ground. And if any other fan base does it, they talk crap about those fans. That's kind of fair. I mean, honestly, though, it's like a lot of those historical franchises that have had a lot of success. They try to find, like, any kind of thing. I mean, let's be honest. So, the Panthers, obviously, not even remotely historical franchise. I mean, we're only in our year, 30? Yeah, we're like in our year 30. So, the fact remains that, obviously, we have no shot of making the Super Bowl this year. But some fans ran with the thought of, hey, there's 3 common occurrences that has happened when we made our Super Bowl run, and it happened this year. Ohio State comes off of a national championship. We start off the season against the Jaguars, and and Jennifer Lopez has a divorce. Those 3 things happened in 2002 before we made a Super Bowl run in 2003. Happened in 2014 before we made our run in 2015, and happened this year. It happened last year. So obviously we should make the Super Bowl. Like some Panthers fans, find little nuggets and they're like, oh, hey, you never know. And I'm like, no, like you got to think back to at least go back to 2013, 2014. We were good. Like 2014, yeah, we had a down year, and we probably should have made the playoffs because our division sucked. We were able to, but we had a good defense, and we went on a little bit of a run. But 2013 we had a really good season. Now 2023, the 2001 was a terrible year. 2002 you have a little more improvement, and then 2003 was when you kind of everything kind of came together, and you went to the Super Bowl. But we have had no sustained success. And even though we had a nice little run by the end of the 2024 season, there's literally no way. There's literally no way you can make a Super Bowl. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be a truthful Panthers fan, but there's been nothing. Nothing shows. No, nothing shows. So a punt is about to be underway by Whelan and gets it off cleanly. And it's going to be a great kick. Goodness gracious. Return to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, down to the 29-yard line. However, there is a flag. Don't want us on just yet. That one is not bad. I saw Rogers in not registered, so I'm picking him up for a backup. Really? I'm surprised by that. Like I said, yeah, definitely take Rogers. Because if anything, it's going to just be solid. It might not be, that 20-ish, that 25 range, but like if you need someone to get that, 16, I think Rogers can definitely get a 16. So what are they calling the flag on? Oh, face mask on the kicking team. Let's see here. Oh yeah, goodness gracious! Is that Hopper? Yes, it is. That is terrible. Goodness. So that's going to give the Commanders a little bit better field position. It's going to be first down 10, 14:49 left to go in the second quarter. $11 total yards in the first quarter. Goodness. I mean, I know it's 2, 3 and outs, but Jayden Daniels in shotgun formation with, let's see, okay. Running back to his left, trips to the left. Now I'm going to send across the mirror over to the right. Going to be a screen action to Deebo Samuel, who is going to be taken down to the line of scrimmage. That's another great play by Bullard. As we second down and 10. Let's see here. Oh, where are we at? Oh, there we go. If y'all's coaching can come through and ours continue to suffer, I see a sad reality where we finished third in the NFC South. It's week 1 and all, but we have had these same issues last year. Like I said, it's going to be between us and between the Panthers and the Falcons, who's going to finish second and third. We already know the Buccaneers are going to win it, unfortunately. Jayden Daniels drops it down. Oh, gets to Samuel, who's going to get the about 6 yards. So nice job there. Well, actually, no, he's going to give him 7 yards. So third down and 3, pretty manageable for the Commanders. Please get a first down. Just get a first down. Third down and 3, 14 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I mean, you got to get something positive. That's all I really need, dude. Jayden Daniels, shotgun formation with Ekeler to his right. Packers are crowding the box. Going to send Zach Ertz in motion over to the right. Going to drop back to pass. Get immediate pressure. Throws, and it's going to be caught for a first down. Nice gain there of about 4 yards. Terry McLaurin. But Micah Parsons was getting after it. He was in the face of Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels, great throw there under pressure. So first down 10. 13:20 left to go in the second quarter. Drop back to pass, and is getting pressure. Steps in the pocket. Rolls out to his right, and is going to kind of like gingerly slide down. Get about 2 yards there. Second down 8. Not playing stars in preseason. Predictable play calling. Getting cute with it. Not giving Bijan the rock, absolutely. Give him the ball. Why is Algier out 50%? Okay, Algier is good, but you gotta give more to Bijan. I mean, Bijan's a game-changing player. Algier is good to give Bijan a spell, but like you gotta play Bijan more. Jayden Daniels drops back to pass on second down 9, throws, and it's be way behind his running back. Try to get across Merritt. Okay. Third down and 9. I mean, he got a little bit of pressure, but like I don't know why he was trying to throw way behind Krosky Merritt. It almost like it could have been possibly been picked if Krosky Merritt got a hand on it because almost knocked the ball up in the air. So it's third down and 9, 12:37 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-0. Green Bay is up. And like I said, the Commanders finally got a first down. Hopefully they can get a first down here, but it's third down and 9 at the 43-yard line. Jayden Daniels, empty set. Drops back to pass, and he's got some time. Throws, and it's going to be caught for the... Oh, great job. Is that Valentine? No, it's Nixon with the knockout, and that's going to be fourth down and 9. It was going to be a completion to, I think that's Noah Brown, but great job by Nixon popping that ball out of there. Daniels, Hubbard, Genty, Evans, Jettis. Okay. Okay. Kelsey, Devontae Smith, Raiders D. Raiders D is interesting. Um, Tampa Bay kicker who that's shoot McLaughlin. Keenan Allen, Chuba. Wait, Chubb. Sorry, Alave, Scatterboo, Steelers running back Warren. Okay. All right, so it's gonna be knocked down about the 7. It's gonna be at the 8 yard line. So first down to the 8 yard line for the Green Bay Packers. Um, yeah, that's not bad. Like Dobie, I think that's pretty good with Jaden Daniels and Jay Jettis. Hopefully, like I said, your constant getting that 25 range for Jaden Daniels, and hopefully for Jay Jettis you get near the 18-20 range. More consistently. Chubb, I'm just very concerned about Chubb. I want him to be really good. I want him to be very good. Hoping he bounces back, but Hubbard and Genty are decent options. Kelsey every now and then can pop off. The Raiders D is what kind of concerns me though. I saw Rodgers in. Oh, that's right. You already talked about that. What's up, Zoe? How you doing? We're not finishing second in the South. It'll be first or third, no in between. That being said, I'm still holding out hope, but it's looking like a Le'Veon Bell type holdout. Wait. A Le'Veon Bell type holdout with Bijan Robinson? Or with you? Like with your fandom? Because the Le'Veon Bell holdout situation is a messy situation. Chubb is on the bench until he can show he's back to form. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty fair. Like I said, Chubb. Like I said, I think that obviously if Houston's offensive line was better, then I'd feel a little bit better about Chubb. But I just kind of worry about how he's still coming back from an injury. Obviously, he's never going to be totally 100% because he's also a little bit older running back too. So that's where I said, I want him to be good. I do. I love Chubb. Loved him when he was at Georgia, even though I don't really like Georgia. But he's just had so many bad injuries. I mean the Nick Chubb injury against Tennessee. Honestly, his injury against Tennessee, and then oh my goodness, Marcus Lattimore. Marcus Lattimore's injury against Tennessee, I think about often because Marcus Lattimore was such a good running back. He was an amazing running back for South Carolina. And then I could just see his leg just flopping over because you just know it's done. You know he's done. Because, like I said, you don't come back from your leg being flopped over like this because it's just a total break. But, man, SEC running backs getting injured against Tennessee. So, they cut that really quickly. A deep ball by Jordan Love. Oh, my gosh. Oh, he just missed Matthew Golden. That's the second deep ball shot that Jordan Love missed. They cut to it really, really late. But so it's now a second down and 10 from the 8-yard line. Try to get Matthew Golden that speed, but unfortunately just a little bit too much on it. With me, I'm holding out, but I'm not sure we're getting it done. I would be in shambles if Bijan held out. He's not even eligible for extension until the offseason. Yeah. Well, more like the pick of his 5th-year option, if I had to guess. From the 8-yard line, Jordan Love going to hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs. Got some little room up to the 15, down to about the probably 16, 17-yard line. About 3rd down and 2 for the Green Bay Packers. They're showing right now, entering this drive, with pressure, Jordan Love has not been good. No pressure, he's 7 for 7. It's 3rd down and 1. Jordan Love with trips to the right. Josh Jacobs to his right. Going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to make a man miss and get down to the 20-yard line for a 1st down. 11:35 left go in second quarter, still 7-0, and hopefully Green Bay can kind of continue their offensive dominance because it's only up by 7. But, I mean, they've been moving the ball constantly, and, they got out of that situation where they were basically hit back in their end zone before. So, I mean, so far, Jordan Love's 8 for 12 for 128 and touchdown. Josh Jacobs not really having that great of a night, but, you know, Jordan Love is. First down 10 for the 20-yard line. Jordan Love in the split set. Going to have Tucker Kraft to his right. Going to be a flash of pass. Gets some pressure. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be... Is that caught? No, it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Try to get to Malik Heath. Couldn't get both feet down. Unfortunately. Let's see here. Oh, hold for a second. That's a catch. Oh, yeah, no, that's a catch. That is a catch. Look back down, and that's a catch, baby. Great catch by Malik Heath. That is absolutely a catch. So that'll be first down and 10 at the... Oh, we'll see. That's a challenge. Oh, yes, that's going to be a good challenge. Yep. Challenge by Green Bay. It's going to be upheld. 10:58 remaining in the second quarter. And we are going to more than likely have this catch. And it will probably be... I'm trying to think where he caught it at. Let's see. I can't see from that way. Once again, Marshawn Lattimore getting absolutely cooked. What you missed, Baconator? So the Commanders had 11 total yards in the first quarter because they had 2 straight 3-and-outs. Green Bay basically has been dominating this game so far. Jordan Love's had a pretty good day. Josh Jacobs not so much, but Jordan Love has. Tucker Kraft had like a, I want to say like 50-something yard reception where he was wide open because of busted coverage. And Green Bay was once again driving. So, I mean, you can see right here. So yards per play. Washington, 1.9. Green Bay, 8.7. Pretty self-explanatory how this game's going right now. But, like I said, don't count the Commanders just yet. But first down 10 from the 43-yard line. Jordan Love in shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who is going to get about a yard. Well, actually, with the push, and gets about 2. Also, for some reason, in their first drive, they were going to Dontavius Wicks. Like, Dontavius Wicks had like 2 straight catches, and then had another third target on the first drive, and I was like, is someone injured? And then, unfortunately, it's like, I didn't foreshadow it, but on a potential touchdown throw, because Jayden Reed caught it, but then there was a holding on Anthony Belton, who is the rookie right tackle filling in. Jayden Reed got hurt, and we think it might be a collarbone injury. So, off his back foot, throws to Romeo Doubs, going to get the first down up to the 30, up to the 25, and out of there about the 24-yard line is Romeo Doubs. This will be a first down 10 for the Green Bay Packers. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's not like you said, too much has happened so far. It's just that the Green Bay Packers are kind of dominating this game. And I'm not saying this. It doesn't look like it's going to be any changes, but just the fact that Green Bay's defense is absolutely throttling the Commanders right now. So Green Bay once again is driving at the 23? Yeah, 23-yard line. Jordan Love's going to be handoff to Josh Jacobs, and it's going to be met at the line. That's going to be a loss of 1 yard, and that is Kinlaw with the tackle. But yeah, Jordan Morgan is starting. He's making a second start at left guard, and then Anthony Belton is playing at the right tackle position. So youngsters on the offensive line, and so far for Green Bay, it's looking pretty good. Now, like I said, running game kind of hoping it gets a little bit more, but you've done well through the air. Second down 11, 8:45. Let's go in the second quarter. Still 7-0. Jordan Love under center. Going to be a flash and pass. Ashley's going to be a little dump off to Tucker Kraft. Makes a man miss up to 15, 10, and down to the 7-yard line. Great job there, and absolutely just bully Harris there. So first and goal for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love loves to throw off his back foot, but why? I don't know. I guess it's maybe like a little whip. I guess they could I don't know. I'm definitely not a quarterback, but he does like to throw off his back foot. Even when he doesn't need to, he does it. Like, why? I don't know. Dobie, why do you hate love? Accept love into your heart. Not Jordan Love, but just love. Just love. Love each other. So, Green Bay Packers are going to love this drive, especially if it's a touchdown. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Two tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who's going to barrel through and get down to about the 1 yard line. Just give it to Josh Jacobs and give himself a touchdown, please. Actually, I don't remember if I'm playing against him or not. Anyways, it's fine. Second and goal from at the 1 yard line. Oh, it's about 2 yard line. Jordan Love under center. Going to be another handoff off to the left side. And guess what? That's going to be a touchdown for Josh Jacobs. 13-0. Nice little jump there. 13-0. 7:34 left to go second quarter. And extra point making it a 14-point game. That is a 92-yard drive after being down to the 8 yard line. Like I said, Green Bay has been just making great drives, and it's been mainly their own problems for not being up by more. Because like I said, they had that long drive that I think was the one that started from the 4 yard line that they had to end up punting away because they had the false start and then they had the holding call that backed them up to basically 3rd and 19. Kick is good, so it is 14-0. Going to go to commercial break. So like I said, Packers should be winning by more. And the Commanders, like I said, it's still 7:34 left to go second quarter. So you're still fine. You're only down by 2 scores. Scoring another touchdown, it's not that big of a deal. But you got to get something going. I mean, your defense is pretty much dog tired because, like, you have had the ball for, like, basically nothing. And they've just been driving down the field. I mean, like, that's a 92-yard drive right there. They had the opening drive that also was a long drive. And then they had from the 4 yard line that was a long drive that ended up in nothing. So, yeah, you got to get something going on offense. Anything at all. Dobie, IDK, if this is the right game to be hate watching, you might just be disappointed. Yeah, I think you might be disappointed because of the fact that this is the Commanders. And, you know, Washington has a way of disappointing you in more ways than one. Western Bacon Burger from they make the fries into a yes they did. They made fries into a fence for the Western. Nice touch, Carl's Jr. / Hardee's. Yeah, this is not a good one to hate watch. Especially like Dobie, I'm so sorry for week 1. I'm so sorry for week 1. That I still like with the Ravens it makes sense because yes, it's Josh Allen. And also, it's like, you know, as a team, they, like, the whole entire team kind of played so that they could come back. But with the Bears, and I'm sorry if I'm reminiscing a little bit about the Monday Night Football game for you, Dobie, but it's just a continuation from last year. And a game that you dominated the whole entire game, pretty much, until the 4th quarter. And, like, you just found nothing after the first half where, like, you know, we thought that, oh, well, after, what in the world is this? Is that Robin Wright? Yes, it is. The Girlfriend? Okay, no Prime. I'm not going to watch that. I just lost my train of thought because that commercial the trailer for The Girlfriend. Also, why can't people have better titles? Like, The Girlfriend, that is so lame. Like, find a better title than The Girlfriend. I don't know. Sorry, just that threw me for a loop. What's talking about? Oh, yeah, Bears, disappointing. Because the Patriots was also disappointing too, so I could talk about that too. But what the heck just happened? What? What just happened? Why on the so on the field goal kick did he like let's see. Oh. Oh wow. Oh no. Okay. So on the field goal kick, Dietrich Wise is trying to block it, and then unfortunately, one of the players was pushing back an offensive lineman right into his leg. Oh man, that sucks. So Dietrich Wise is going to be carted off. I was confused by why there was a cart, but oh man, that sucks. So two pretty bad injuries so far in this game. But yeah, sorry about that, Dobie. But the Bears, it's just Get them next time, but it's a division game, so it stings even more. Let's see here. Oh wait, we have a lot. Okay, let's. Oh, Commanders need to find a way to tire out the defense. When we played them, they had a drive that lasted 12 whole minutes. Yes, I do remember that one. I don't even blame the referee, but two calls, especially when I watched the All 22, really pissed me off. Did Tyreek Stevenson call? He draped over. Oh, the Tyreek Stevenson call. Did he draped over him, but nothing he does force him to the ground. The receiver slips completely. IDK White it added did at the first at the first. I'm sorry, I might be reading that wrong. Fun fact: the Ravens have choked away 17 double-digit leads in the second half under Harbaugh. Yes, it's three more than any other team since Harbaugh has been the head coach. And then the second one that really made me mad was the Darnell Wright call. Yeah, I remember we talked about that one because that's another one that was just perfectly blocking execution, especially when rated as one of the top linemen. Vikings drive. Because I remember the Tyreek Stevenson one. I think we talked about that. Like it was a little bit of a sell by, I think it was a running back or it was a wide receiver. It was a little bit of a sell by the Vikings player. And like I said, I guess maybe just like a vantage point by the referee made him think that, oh well, that's a flag. And then the Darnell Wright one, I'm trying to remember that one, but I do remember the Tyreek Stevenson one, which we talked about it. That we think it was just a little bit of a good sell. Yeah, they got him in a so two big injuries for both teams. So Green Bay is going to boot this ball away. Still at 14-0, 7:34 left to go in the second quarter. Green Bay has all the momentum. Commanders got to get something here. Brandon McManus on to boot this ball away. And is going to be returned at the 5-yard line, up to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, and down to the 30-yard line is going to be where the Commanders start off. Lambeau Field, okay. Terminalist Dark Wolf. Interesting. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Little arts and crafts project. So, 7:30 left to go in the second quarter. First down 10 from the 30-yard line. Michael Parsons is out on the field. Starting a fourth draft. LOL. Hopefully you do well. Hopefully you do well. All right, so Jaden Daniels in shotgun formation. Going to send Deebo Samuel in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Krosky Merritt, who's going to get about 5 yards. So second down and 5 for the Commanders from the 35-yard line. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to keep it like I don't have that many fantasy leagues, so I don't forget. So I like kind of keep up with myself. Jaden Daniels going to keep it, roll it to his right, get pressured, and throws on the run to be great or really just a nice play there by Terry McLaurin because a little bit behind. Wait, does Jaden Daniels has ancestry in Japan? Because he has the American flag and he has the Japanese flag. Does Jaden Daniels? Do you know how if some players have like so for instance who is it has a Ghana flag? I can't remember who has the Ghana flag. Jaden Daniels. What is it? Oh yeah, Japan. Japan. Japanese heritage. Okay, so he does Japanese heritage. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Great grandmother. That's kind of cool. Okay. You learn something new every single day. All right. So, like I said, still 14-0, 6:45 left to go in the second quarter. So far, it's Coleman that went down. So who's replacing Coleman? That's was it left guard? Ooh, I don't know the backups for Paul. Who is Paul? Don't know. The only Paul last name Paul I know is Patrick Paul, and obviously that's for the Dolphins. So don't know who that is. First down 10 for the 49-yard line. Jay Daniels shotgun formation with Krosky Merritt to his left. Going to be a play action pass and throws to the left and almost picked off by number 24, but unfortunately it is not by Valentine. So second down and 10, 6:21, and Micah Parsons was going against Larry Tunsil there. Great job of Larry Tunsil, kind of washing him out. I really want a new kicker. Last Browns game reminded me of Alabama kicking pre-Real Reichard. Yeah, before Will Reichard, Alabama just it was surprising. You just could never find a good kicker. Jaden Daniels throws across the middle, and that's going to be almost a first down. Third down and 1, and that's going to be Noah Brown. Yeah, no. I don't even know what is your kicker's name. Like I'd never heard of the guy before, and I don't remember his name. I mean, he had a pretty not a forgettable game. It was memorable for the wrong reasons. But I'm surprised you didn't bring like any kickers to kind of compete with them. Krosky Merritt's going to get the first down up to about the 38-yard line. Nice run there on third down and 1. It's first down and 10 for the Commanders. So now they're in scoring territory. Let's hope that the Commanders can continue on this. 6:40 left to go in the second quarter. Still 14-0, but the Commanders are driving. I hate all the kickers after Robbie Gould. All of them last way too long for the Bears. Yeah. Like Santos is accurate within like a chip shot field goal, but he just does not have the leg. Jane Daniels is going to run for the try to go for the first down, and going to be tripped up. Great tackle there by Edgerrin Cooper, and it's going to gain about 5 yards. Second down to 5 for the Commanders. Yeah, honestly, all of our teams have bad kickers, unless you are the Broncos. Zoe, you got Will Lutz, so he's a pretty good kicker. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Still second down to 5. Yeah, you like I said, that's why like you even if a kicker has a down year, you keep a good kicker because you can never find a good kicker, a consistent kicker, that's for sure. So from the 33-yard line, Jaden Daniels shotgun formation got Krosky and Merritt to his right. Drops back to pass, is getting immediate pressure, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to be Nixon once again having a pretty good play. Well, Nixon so far has had a pretty good day. Like I said, I remember that Nixon said, I don't know if it was this offseason or last offseason, when he was talking about he wants to be known as more of a corner. But so far, because I remember last game he had a pretty good, some pretty good plays too. Nixon's been playing pretty good. I guess that stat line's terrible. 8 for 12 for 43 yards by Jaden Daniels. Third down and 5 from the 33-yard line. Jaden Daniels shotgun formation with Austin Ekeler to his right, trips to the left, drops back to pass, gets immediate pressure, and throws for a floater for the end zone, and incomplete. Try to get it to Terry McLaurin right in the corner, but it's going to be incomplete. Fourth down and 5. Pick 9 snake draft. Ooh, I like pick 9. I like being a back half because, like, yes, obviously, you don't get the first 5, huge players. But you basically get back-to-back picks, so you know who you're kind of picking or who you're going to be trying to pick. So it helps you, like, field goal kick, 51-yarder is made. Great job there by Gay. So it's going to be 14-3, 4:27 left to go in the second quarter. So Commanders do good on the board. Yes, not a touchdown, but a step in the right direction. Let's see here. I can't believe the Niners cut Moody, highest drafted kicker, all for nothing. Yeah, but when you know, and you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Somebody in this draft is named themselves the Chicago Bears, so they're in for a disappointment. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Should be the Carolina Panthers, if I want to say that. Is there currently a good kicker unemployed? Granted, he might not be that good of a person. Yeah. Well, you know what? We can look and see what kind of kickers are available. I'm sure there's somebody with a. I would change my name to some variation of picking name after the draft. Yeah. So I have one that I kept from last year, wide receding hairline. I like that name, so I kept that one. And then for the one that like is not, it's like a you know don't take it too seriously, but kind of like do it with fun with friends. I have it as Sweet Baby Bryce. Bryce Young's on my bench because I want Bryce to be good so bad. So that's my two names in um, my fantasy leagues. Dobie, take Neighbors or Genty if there. I already got Genty, so I hope Neighbors is there. Is okay, yes. Even still a good kicker. Definitely not a good person, but teams don't care. No, that's fair. If a team is desperate and worthy and wants the PR nightmare, then you can go ahead. I would take a chance on Moody in Chicago. He had a much better record in Michigan, and maybe it's the cold weather that's really good for him. Or it could just be like being near home. And a great reverse there. That's going to be that's Williams, the rookie from TCU, with the nice little carry. First down 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Because I don't think that it's like players. If you go to a place that you're more familiar with, you have a good I don't want to say connection, but if you have a good like network of people, kind of help you through this kind of stuff. So like Moody had nobody, like didn't really like feel like he had a lot of people around him, and then all the things that happened last year, I could understand why you'd be a little bit stressed out. Hand off to Josh Jacobs, who's going to get the first down, and I'm surprised he didn't get the first down beforehand. But nice game, about 5 yards, be a first down. However, there is a flag. What was it? Sorry, I was looking down. Fitzpatrick holding on tight end. So it's going to back him up. Still be second down. Desperate team that needs help, kicking help, you say. Justin Tucker, you are a Cleveland Brown. They took Neighbors. I took Achane. I don't know about Achane. I'm very low on Achane. I'm very low on Achane, mainly because like I just don't believe in the Dolphins. Don't believe in him. Maybe they might have a good player on the team. I just second down and 12 from the 25. Going to be floater number 30, who is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and great wrap-up tackle by Bobby Wagner. So it's be third down and was it 12? Yeah, 2:55 left on the second quarter. Let's see here. I'm just going to pull while we're waiting for the next play. Pull up NFL free agents. Go to Spot Track because that's what usually is pretty good. Tell me something good. Who are the kickers that are available? Third down 11. 2:27 left to go in the second quarter. Jordan Love in a shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and is going to avoid the pressure, rolls up to his left, and is going to throw a deep ball, and that is going to be incomplete. Try to get to Romeo Doubs, Lattimore on the coverage. So 4th and 11, 2:14 left to go in the second quarter, and the Packers are going to boot this ball away. All right, so I don't want to see what's already been done. I want to see who is available. There we go. Not signed, available. Available. And then let's change this to kickers. Kicker, thank you. Yeah, see her. Here are the kickers. No, who are the kickers who are available? Show me who the kickers who are available. All right, Wheeling on to boot this ball away. Almost gets blocked. And it is a great punt. We're returning to the 19-yard line. Great coverage there. 30. Now 35 to the 40. Down to the 43-yard line. And that is going to be Lane. The West Virginia rookie with the return. Well, it is not showing me. Come on. Show me who's available. Please. Show me who's the kicker that's available. I know Matthew Wright is available. He was in camp for a while. Yep. As soon as I did like reload, they're like, "Oh, so you want me to go back to the very beginning?" No, I want you to have available kickers. Very simple. Show me who are the kickers who are available. So first down, Tim at the 43-yard line. Jaden Daniels, the shotgun formation. Going to have Austin Eckler to his right. Drops back a pass and is going to step up in the pocket. Rolls it to his right, going to try to outrun Bullard, and does get up to the 50-yard line. So it's going to be second down and about 3. So, show me the kicker. The kicker. Show me the kicker. I don't want to know about Christian Wilkins. I get it. Yes. I found him. Show me position, and hopefully, like I said, okay, that's fine. So C, let's go all the way down to K, because we can't get it right. All right, so the kickers, Matt Prater's not available. Eddie Pinheiro, no longer available. Michael Badgley, Austin Seibert, the one who was on Washington. Zane Gonzalez, K, New York. That's all they give me. There's more kickers than that. There's got to be more kickers than just that. There's no way that's the only thing you have. Come on. No. Let's see. Best available kickers. I do find it hilarious that Spot Track doesn't even have the man who shall not be named. All right, so no, just show me available. Show me available. Yeah, that's all they have. They don't have anybody else. Kind of crazy. That's all they have left. Let's see here. Dustin Hopkins is still in the NFL. Okay, well, so as you can see, slim pickings. Riley Patterson. No, that's somebody who's already been drafted. Never mind. So not a lot. Not a lot. Let's see here. Oh, where are we at? Oh, goodness, I missed a lot. Ann Bowers, not a long wait for my next 2 picks. I called my team the Jalen Walker Fan Club. Can you tell who my favorite rookie is? I think it's really hard to tell. Genty, Achane, and Bowers. Low-key great first 3 picks. My first 3 teams are called Please Don't Hate Me. It's the name of a Jay-Z song. Yes, in Paris. Genty and the Jettis. Lamb and Tuna Fish. Lamb and Tuna Fish? Me again. Next 2 pick. Garrett Wilson and James Cook. I like that. I mean, I have Genty in another team. Dobie, what's your quarterback plan? One of the big 3 or late round sleeper? The late round sleeper for like a Jared Goff or something like that. Like, so you can get him kind of late. 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line after the 2-minute warning. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to get the first down barely, and that's Austin Eckler. I will post on my channel later in my community tab. Late round so far: Achane, Bowers, Wilson, Cook. I like that. You got both your running backs that can help carry your league. I would say, because you got Wilson, make sure you get another reliable wide receiver as far as going to be a lot more targets, whether it be a wide receiver number 2. You could wait a little bit for like a Khalil Shakir, or let's see who else will be around round 7-ish. Trying to think. I'm thinking about that one. So 2nd down from the 41-yard line, 2nd down 5. 1:11 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Still have all 3 timeouts, and that's a false start by okay. Out of all the people on the Commanders' offensive line, who do you think did that false start? I mean, who could it possibly be? Who had a problem at the previous place they were at for messing up drives? Well, it's none other than the man himself, Laramie Tunsil, against Micah Parsons. So, a false start makes it 2nd down and 10. 1:09 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Just, old habits never die. So, from the 46-yard line, 2nd down and 10, Jane Daniels an empty set. Marvin Harrison Jr. and I pivoted and got Baker Mayfield. Now, that is a great pick. Second down and 10. And it's going to be screen action to Dobie and Debo. Sorry, Dobie. Sorry, Dobie. Debo. And it's going to be third down and about 4. They're going to let the clock run down. So it's 42-40. Better hurry up. Third down and 4. I mean, you got all 3 times, so you're still fine. But third down and 4. Jordan Love, goodness gracious. Jayden Daniels going to send Terry McLaurin in motion. Going to be bunched to the right. Austin Eckler to the right. Drops back to pass. And is going to roll it to his left. Throws, and that's going to be almost picked off. And that was Xavier McKinney on the coverage. Fourth down and 4. 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. Still 14-3. And the Packers defense has been absolutely stifling. Let's see, did Micah Parsons get a little bit? No, he really just timed up the snap really well. Micah Parsons timed up the snap really well, and they just worked. He got out of the way with a little bit of a hit there. He got a little bit of a hit there, but absolutely worked Larry Tunsil there. So a 58-yard field goal by Matt Gay. So he already made a 51-yarder. Kick is up, and kick is pushing it left. And it's going to be incomplete. So 14 seconds remain. Packers have all 3 timeouts. Are in pretty good field position, but in potential field goal range for Brandon McManus. Let's see here. Marvin Gaye is still in the league. Isn't he ancient? He's not as ancient as Matt Prater, but he's probably 35. I remember thinking his career was over when he signed to the Titans. Let's see, Matt Gay, how old are you? Matt Gay, how old are you? Are you 35 or are you 36? 31. I'm so sorry, Matt Gay. I thought you were older. But 31 years old is not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's see here. Never mind. I was thinking about a different kicker. LOL. At least it wasn't a Packer. I was thinking of Nick Folk. Now that's an artifact. Yeah, he is at... Oh, where is Nick Folk at? He was, is he at Jets? Jordan Love taking a deep shot, and that's going to be caught out of bounds. Call a timeout. 8 seconds. Well, I mean, you could call a timeout. Malik Heath, again. Malik Heath had a pretty decent game. He had two completions on the first drive, and then he had a really nice completion to put him basically in the field goal range. You got 8 seconds. You can call a timeout now. I don't know why you don't call a timeout now. Like, maybe they break the huddle and then call a timeout to, kind of see if they like the covers they're going up against. So trips to the left, running back to the right. Jordan Love going to be a run. Going to give it to Josh Jacobs, who gets up to about the 31-yard line and a timeout with 4 seconds remaining. I was thinking Nick. Yeah, that's right. Nick Folk, you are on. Where are you at? Where are you at, Nick Folk? Where are you at? He is on the Jets. Let's freaking go. I got that right because I was watching the Jets Steelers game. Yeah, Nick Folk, the legend. Now he is in his 40s. All right, so 4 seconds remain. Brandon McManus on for a, let's see, was this a 48-yarder? Let's freaking go. 48-yarder. My prediction skills so far have been pretty good. Pretty good. All right, McManus. Kick is... Oh, he missed it. Off of the crossbar. Off of the... Yes, basically, not crossbar. Off of the... off the goalpost. Goodness gracious. Not the crossbar. He didn't at the end. Goodness gracious. But it hit the goalpost off of it. Oh, that's so close to knocking into. He hit it dead on. You're like an inch the other way, and it's knocked in. So, Raiders total yards allowed in the first half alone is 247. Obviously, they mentioned the fact that the Giants last week, but then again, it's the Giants versus the Packers. So, a little bit different. But so far, like I said, that's the reason I'm trying to remember if I think I had the Commanders initially, I had the Commanders missing out on the playoffs. And then I changed it with the whole Dallas situation, because initially I had Dallas as the 7th seed. And now I have the Commanders as the 7th seed. because I had them with the difference of a game. And I think that the Commanders, like I said, I think they still make the playoffs, but like I don't think you're going to go that far with that defense. So you see, we got to revitalize this defense in the upcoming draft. There are some there's some edge rushers that I think could possibly be in that range where they'll be at, like in that 20 to 24 range, but more than likely they'll have to move up, but they don't really have the ammunition to move up. That's the thing. So I'm a little concerned about that. Let's see here. At least it wasn't a pack. Oh, so got my team name. All routes lead to Rome. Love that. Love it at all. Rome Odunze and Travis Etienne, 9th and 10th pick coming up. Let's see here. Okay, so you already got your like I said, Rome's a good one to get as your number 2. Travis Etienne, like I said, that could be your flex. Ooh, you already got Baker Mayfield. I'm pretty sure Emeka Egbuka is already gone. Oh, you could try to see if you could get later on, definitely later on. But like Cade Otton, so like your quarterback is going to be Baker Mayfield. So if you need to sub in for 1 week for Don Kincaid, you could have Cade Knott. So hopefully you have like that touchdown connection on that week. That could be something later on. Like I said, Khalil Shakir is always an option for me that I try to get like later on. So like in that 11th round pick. Oh my gosh, it's the float one again. No, stop. We don't like your float commercial. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. The baby. I hate this commercial. I hate this commercial so much. I hate this commercial so much. It's just so bad. Read it. Come on, everybody. Read it. It's just so dumb. I just don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I hate the commercial. I hate the NFL commercial. I remember when the NFL commercial used to be good. No, it's well, okay. The 100th one, was good. Where it had all the different players and all that kind of stuff. That was good. But I just don't know. Don't know why I do that. But Green Bay so far has been dominant this game. Let's see if maybe the Commanders can come back because they start the second half with the ball. So hopefully the Commanders can be able to go down the field and score a touchdown, or if they just kick a field goal, it's still within one. So within one touchdown or one score. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for at the beginning of the second half, the Commanders can get in the field goal or to score touchdown range. And then we're looking at, okay, well, this is a one-possession game. Yes, technically, 2-point conversion for if they score a field goal, but it'll be a little more reasonable. Yeah, I'm showing it right now where, like, literally there's just a busted covers, then, like, Tuck Craft just, like, rumbling on down the field to the 20-yard line, which is wild. But the Packers have actually taken a lot of deep shots, that's for sure. Ooh, Krosky and Coleman. I like that. So Krosky, Merritt, and then you get Coleman, kicker and D. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see. Who's going to be who is your backup quarterback, or do you have one? Like on your bench? Cause you can always just have one just in case, or you could just do their waiver wire if you wanted to. Whenever there's a bench, whenever you have to put Baker Mayfield on the bench for the bye week. I don't even know who would be available in the 11th round. Let's see here, guys. What if the Packers do the funniest thing in the second half? Yes. What if the Packers pull a Bears? Take Tootin. I don't know. I love the Vikings and Texans defenses. There are some late round picks. Yeah, the Texans are an interesting pick because obviously you feel like you're going to get sacks. If Derek Stingley can kind of bounce back from that kind of bad week one, you'll be able to get some turnovers hopefully. Obviously, the Packers have been a really good defense so far, so I would look into them. I mean, Broncos, obviously. So like, there's some obvious ones you could go after. Um, Rams wouldn't be too bad too, because Rams you're going to be able to get some sacks there. Um, Besides them, I'm trying to think of the Broncos, Packers. Usually take it too high for a good value. That makes sense. Um, yeah, I would probably go defense first and then go kicker. Chris Boswell's always a good pick at kicker if you wanted to wait a little bit because unfortunately, but fortunately for you, Chris Boswell usually is like the fifth, sixth, seventh kicker taken. Um, so I would look into getting Boswell. If not him, then basically just get a kicker for what you believe is going to be in the top three offense wise. So someone who is going to get the extra pointage and is going to get a lot more opportunities for field goals. Maybe not long field goals, but get opportunity for field goals because offense is going to get into scoring position. Let's see. Who else could you take? I'm trying to think of another defense you could take that would be good to get. Um, Come on, it. Golly, I got that song stuck in my head. Alright, it. Oh, goodness gracious. Uh, um, you could go. You could go Colts. Who knows? Maybe it might be their year. I know. Um, this is hilarious. So for the commercials that they have, Amazon has like a little thing where you can just touch and be like, "Hey, do you want to, buy this product? Do you want to send to phone this subscription?" No, Amazon, I don't. Thank you so much. That is hilarious though. The Amazon just like, "Hey, hey, hey, do you want to come to our website? Do you want to come to our website and get this thing that obviously you want because you're watching the commercial? Come on, take it, take it, take it, take it." That's hilarious. That's hilarious to watch Amazon. Just plug it in, just like, did you know we have Amazon.com? You want to buy something. Come on, you don't want to buy something. Hilarious to watch. I got Fields and wait, you got Fields and Love? I went for Fields and my finger hit Love. Mm. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. So, that's fine. That's fine. Trade Love to some Packers fan and make them overpay. Exactly. You take on that fandom. You show them who's boss. You show them that you're a Bears fan. You like, I don't care. You gotta give me to the highest bidder to get love. And then maybe you might have a sucker who might give it. Like I said, I think Love will still be fine. I think Love will still be fine. Um, but Fields definitely has a little bit of upside with the rushing ability. Um, and Fields looked decent last year. So, no. Um, but I got Garrett Wilson, and I plan on getting the Green Bay kicker. That's good, Brandon McManus. I'm going bold strategies for all these leagues because they're all just random. Yeah, exactly. So they're just random leagues. So like you kind of just like see what works. Like for me, I've just found like what I like to do, and I normally in my top three picks I'm taking two running backs just like because I'm making sure that I get that through. Last year I took Saquon first, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then I try to find like a quarterback to match them. Obviously, Jalen Hurts was going, but if you know you can normally get a quarterback there, and also another thing too that I did this year, that I didn't do last year, but it wasn't really a problem for me last year, but then I kind of noticed it when I started drafting. I've already made like a list of like where ESPN ranks them and the players that I actually want. Like, I make a list like, okay, I want this one, this one, this one. If we're in like the first two rounds, I'll take this player, but if not, I'm looking like here. but I'm also looking at bye weeks because obviously you don't want to have a lot of players around the same bye week or especially on the same exact bye week. So you figure out okay what teams are on this bye week. So I know okay if I'm going to week 5 and I pick this team, then I don't want to pick this team too because that means that 2 of my star players are not going to be playing. So that kind of helps you also as well make sure you have a not only a balanced roster but making sure that you're not like kind of putting yourself in a corner for a particular game. Let's see here. So yes, the Broncos Colts game is gonna be on CBS, so that's the one that I'll be streaming. So unfortunately, we'll be doing the Panthers game, but it's okay. I'll do Broncos Colts. Let's see here. I traded yep, you did trade Micah Pittman for Kyle Pitts. Great example of fandom overpay. Although Colts are kind of giving me 2024 Saints vibes with a good start of the year. Exactly. Look, it is week 1. Week 2 could be another great year for not great year, another great game for some people. But just relax. Wait until week 5, week 6, same as the thing for college football, but a little bit different college football. But you gotta wait until either they play actual good competition, or an injury severely impacts their team. So just wait it out, because I mean I thought the Dolphins were gonna be bad. I think I said they were gonna win 5 games, and kind of looking like it. So I would be very surprised if the Dolphins turned around. Do I think they're going to be full tank bowl? No. I think they're going to find a way to not right the ship, but be somewhat competitive. Uh, but it did not look good early this season. So hopefully, week 2 against the Patriots looks a little bit better. Because otherwise, if you're starting the season 0-2 with a division loss and a conference loss as well, kind of hard to come away from that. So up to 15, 20, 25, up to 30, 35, 40, and breaks away to Deebo Samuel to 45, 50, down to the 45-yard line of the Packers, and Deebo Samuel, great return. First down and 10 for the Commanders. Wow. Great job at Deebo. Defense real quick, never mind. Colts D and Tyler Loop. Tyler Loop, good. That's a good one. Especially with, having the Ravens offense. Guys, over under 4.5 weeks before Tyreek Hill requests a trade to the Chiefs. Well, trade in general, but he wanted to be a Chief again. Yeah, especially with, if Xavier, well, I don't know how long Xavier Woods is going to be out for, but I expect it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to be a lot worse for the Tyreek Hill situation. First down 10, trips to the left, going to be a handoff to Krosky Merritt up to the 39-yard line. So great run there, about 5 yards. Be second down and 5. So like I said, I know Chiefs are definitely in the mix. But at the same time, Tyreek Hill is kind of lost a step a little bit too. So do you really want to deal with all that? That's your prerogative. Bunch to the left. Jay Dales drops back to pass. Should be offsides, but unfortunately it is not. That should be an offsides on Lucas Van Ness. Let's see it one more time. Maybe I might have seen something. Maybe I might see something. Let's see here. Lucas Van Ness. No, he just timed it up really well. He timed it up really, really well. And basically forced an incomplete pass. So third down and 6 for the Commanders. 14-17 left to go in the third quarter. Commanders, like I said, you have to do something on this drive. Because if the Green Bay Packers get the ball again, and they have continued to be able to make drives, and they score a touchdown. So, Commanders get this first down. Third down 6. Shotgun formation. Jay Dale's got Austin Eckler to his left. Looks like we're having a little blitzing linebacker from Quay Walker. And we do. He runs right into Lucas Van Ness, throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be, is that Zach Ertz? Yes, it is. Evan Williams did fall down, so don't know. Like, everyone was kind of looking around like, why didn't he get a penalty? So did he push off, or did you just fall? Let's see. All right, so Zach Ertz. I think Evan Williams thinks he pushes him. I don't see it. Let's see. No, they're not showing it. All right, so first down, 10 from the 31-yard line. Shotgun formation with Krosky Merritt to his right. Going to be a handoff, and Krosky Merritt cuts back to the right and is going to get to the 26-yard line. So nice gain there of about 5 yards. Second down and 5. Let's see here. Dobbs, and I'll pick to get the last one. Oh, auto pick. Okay, auto pick. Second down 6. Looks like we got okay, a little bit of trickeration, but no, we're not really. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to send Deebo Samuel into motion. Going to be a drop back pass. Actually going to dump it off Deebo Samuel, who makes one man miss and gets about 3. So a third down and 3 from about the 24-yard line. See, Dobbs is a solid bench player. You're hoping for a little bit more, and every now and then you might have a decent game, but for the most part, it's just like, maybe 7 not. Goodness gracious. All right, so third down 3, 12:30 left to go in the third quarter. In field goal range, but hoping for a little bit more. Jay Dale's in shotgun formation with Austin Eckler to his left. Gonna send Zach Ertz in motion. Play clock 2, 1. Barely gets a snap off. Jay Daniels getting immediate pressure by Micah Parsons. It's going to be a sack by Micah Parsons and Edgerrin Cooper. Micah Parsons was getting held to. Did not matter. Shuts down this drive and going to have to be a field goal kick by Matt Gay. He's been killing it, and it's against Connolly, the rookie. So let's see here. You can kind of see it. Oh, great move. Basically sets him up on the outside, cuts back inside. Micah Parsons like I said, he's athletically freak, and so you got Connolly, who's a poor rookie tackle, oversets, and there's like no shot for him. You pretty much just like open up a lane for Micah Parsons. So this is like what, a 30? No, probably like a 42, 52. Goodness gracious, that was terrible. 52-yard field goal by Matt Gay to make it an 8-point game. Kick is up, and kick is missed it. He hit the goalpost. So 2 hit the goalpost so far. So 14-3, 11:54 left to go in the third quarter, and the Green Bay Packers will take over. Auto, but I hit send, and it changes to out. How does that change make sense to the phone? I don't know. Like I said, autocorrect can be weird sometimes. Like, what was it? I don't know. Sometimes it'll be weird too. Like, one of my things that my mom had was, like they would just randomly change a word, to like an animal. Like good would change to goose for some odd reason. There was another one too that it would just change at random. I don't know. I have no idea how autocorrect really works, but it sometimes it is what's the word to use? It is confusing. That's the best way I could put it. It's quite confusing. Quite confusing. I'm trying to think of the one that I had that kept on changing. Oh, I'll be texting, and the main one that it is like in the context, like you can tell that I want it to be, what in the world? What is this commercial? Columbia, is this your commercial? So the reason why I'm confused by Columbia is because they were being like they were being chased. Like this one person, the hood with the skeleton that looked like he had like Columbia shorts on. Now that I'm thinking about it, underneath the robe. Then there was like a person that turned into a hot dog in a cartoon with the two vultures going after the hot dog. I Make your commercial make sense. What? Anyways, back to the actual game. That what? Why can't we just get commercials? From the 42-yard line, Jordan Love under center, going to send Matthew Golden in motion over to the like. But I just don't get why some people for their marketing just be like, let's just throw a random dart at the board and whatever it hits, that's what we're going to do. Hey, let's just do a whole bunch of like chasing things. Oh, a hot dog? Sure. Empty set. Sorry, empty set for Jordan Love. First down 10 from the 35-yard line. Drops back a pass. Is getting pressure. Throws off his back foot, a little bit floater, and it's going to be out of bounds. Second down 10, 11:03 remaining in the third quarter. Hmm. Joe Witt. No, he was in the Cowboys. He was with uh, uh, um, oh my goodness, I forget his name. He's the head coach. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs. He's going to bounce it to the 30, up to the 35. No, sorry, to the 25. This will be a first down for the Green Bay Packers. How am I forgetting his name? The Commanders head coach. He was a Falcons head coach for a while. What is Day? Is D? I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Goodness gracious, sorry. I think with Joe Witt Jr. But first down for the Green Bay Packers. 10:35 remaining in the third quarter. Still 14-3. And the Packers are continuing to run to basically just control this game. They scored a touchdown here. I mean, it's I guess you still got a whole bunch of game left, but the fact that the Green Bay Packers have been this dominant so far. Oh, they actually did say it was the first down. It'd be 3rd and 1. But the fact that the Green Bay Packers have just been like this dominant, like I said, I know it's still early, but like it's looking pretty good for the Packers. Going to send Musgrave in motion over to the right. Jordan Love under center. Now motion back over to the left. Going to be a flash and pass. Quick throws will be wide open up to the 20 and down about the 17-yard line. Tackle by Mike Sainristil, who's on the coverage, as a first down for the Green Bay Packers. Dan Quinn. I knew it was a D. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Yes, Dan Quinn. I was like, why could I not I could not remember for the life of me the name. I was like, I knew it was D. Every now and then, I like a name will just escape me. But great job, Mike Sainristil, for tackling because, like I said, Luke Musgrave was wide open. Basically, like I said, they were man coverage, kind of a difficult thing for Mike Sainristil because they had motioned him out to the right, then motioned him out to the left, and then, like I said, it was a PEA boot. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who kind of stumbles a little bit and going to get about 2 yards. However, there is a flag, and it feels in the direction of a hold. So I think it is going to be a hold. Back him up a little bit. Yep. Holding on, is it Belton? No, 75. That's Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan from UCLA. So it is going to back him up a little bit more. Let's see. He was on Deron Payne. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely was a hold. So 9:43 remaining in the third quarter, 14-3, and Green Bay is driving. However, so every now and then the penalty just back them up even more. So it's first down and 20 instead of being first down and 10. Well, it's second down and 8. So first, Jordan Love, shotgun formation, and Luke Musgrave. He false started, tried to pretend like it was going to be a motion, and again with the penalties of backing them up. So instead it is first down at 25. First down at 25 for the Green Bay Packers at the 32-yard line. The way the Packers have played, they've looked elite, but I just was not happy with the Packers Super Bowl win. Would much rather see the Bills or Ravens or even the Rams. Yeah, like this is so early this season. The Packers still have some concerns though. We'll talk about that too. But yeah, Jordan Love shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and is going to throw across the middle, wide open, and that's Tucker Kraft, 15 and down to about the 13-yard line. Is that not a face mask? It looked like a face mask, but second down and about probably 4. Let's see. At the end of that, it looked like it should have been a face mask. Let's see here. No. He didn't. Okay, he just grabbed his arm. Okay. No face mask. No face mask. I just saw like him trying to fix his helmet after the fact. Yeah, he just grabbed his hand. Tucker Kraft over 108 yards receiving. So second down 6. Sorry, no, second down 6 from the 13-yard line. Jordan Love under center. Going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to 10 up down to about the 7-yard line. And that's a first down for the Green Bay Packers. First and goal for them. 8-10 left to go in the third. So 14-3. Packers are knocking on the door to make it 21-3. Packers window is open for a few years. I don't care how much longer. The Ravens will be seen as contenders with age catching up to Jackson and Henry. They also can't stop choking, but that's a separate issue. Yeah, I will say this about the Ravens. If I'm them, obviously, like I said, I would assume that Henry will still be good for a little bit longer, but you can usually try to find a good running back. Jordan Love kind of scrambling around, throwing off his back foot again, and the back of the end zone. He's outside the top box, so it's fine, but just like you were saying, man, he just loves to throw off his back foot. Second and goal from the 7. 7:34 left to go in the third quarter. Still 14-3. And Packers are on their way to make this a almost insurmountable lead. I'm not going to say it is, but it's if it's 21-3 with a little bit less than 7 minutes left to go, and you have not shown any kind of sign of life. So, Jordan Love in shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to his right. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who's going to bounce up to the right. Nice cut, and a great tackle by Martin. And so that's going to be only about a 3-yard gain, be third and goal from the 4. Great job by Martin there. If not, Josh Jacobs going to bounce it out to the right side and would have scored a touchdown. So, pretty much a game-saving tackle right there. Like I said, I don't want to say that the game is over, but I do want to say that it's kind of concerning. It's kind of concerning that the Commanders have been this dominated. Like, for most of the game, I've not even thought that they have even a chance. So from the 4-yard line, Jordan Love, and that is going to be barely got snap off. Jordan Love's getting feeling pressure, rolls up to his right and throws, and that's going to be out of bounds. 4th and goal from the 4. Are the Packers going to take a field goal? I think they are. Yep. So Packers going to take the field goal. Go up by 3. What is Matt LaFleur doing? Oh, he tried to call a timeout before. That's what it was. Game. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Basically an extra point. 22-yard field goal. Kick is up and kick is good. So it kind of swung it in. So 17-3, 6:37 remaining in the third quarter, and hopefully the Green Bay Packers, the Washington Commanders can do something on this upcoming drive. A touchdown would be great because at the end of the day that would mean it's a 1-score game, and we can have some kind of excitement. But otherwise, it is going to be a little bit of a boring primetime game, which I hope not. I want this to be a good primetime game. But unfortunately, it's not looking that way. That's good. I told people that the Washington Redskins, instead of just changing their name Should have changed their logo to a red skin potato. Possible. Now, what would you have changed it to? Would you have gone more potato with Irishmen? Or would you just done potato because you wanted to be like the who were they? The Buckeyes. I mean, it's technically not the same thing, but I mean, it's like instead of being like an animal, you're a inanimate well, not yeah, you're an inanimate object. What are some other ones too that are not animals and are not people? Hmm, trying to think of the other ones that are not people, are not animals. Shoot. The most ones I can think about are animals, are people. So who are the other inanimate object mascots? Dolphins, Bills. Yeah, that's not going to be a terrible one. I'll still watch it. I'll still treatment. Hmm. Who else am I thinking? I gotta look it up now. Dad, I'm gonna try to see what I can find. What? Oh well, I guess you can think about the Knicks. The Knicks is also an animate object. What team mascots are not animals or people? McManus on to boot this one away, and it's going to be return to the end zone up to the 10, up to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, and down to the 27-yard line. Wait, oh, that's right, Stanford Tree. The Fighting Okra? Who in the world is the Fighting Okra? Delta State is the Fighting Okra? No way. Where is Delta State? That's like Mississippi Delta, maybe? Delta State? Yep, Cleveland, Mississippi. Okay, so the Fighting Okra. That is crazy. I mean, I love me some okra, but the Fighting Okra? The Fighting Okra. Imagine being beaten by the Fighting Okra. Got beat by a vegetable. You got beat so bad, we made you into a vegetable. All right, so first down 10. Jane Daniels drops back to pass, has got some time, and is going to throw across the middle, and a great catch by, who is that? Is that Ben Sinnott? Number 82? Is that what his number is? But I get an 8 there, so second down and 2. They're not showing it. Jets, that's fair. I didn't even think about that. OKC Thunder, Knicks are yes, and those were underwear object. How was the other ones? Let's see, what does they have? The 49ers, that's a person. The Saints are a person. Chargers, natural phenomenon. That's yeah. Going to be a handoff to Austin Eckler. Great job by Edgerrin Cooper. Shot the gap there and a no loss. No, sorry. No gain. Let's see here. Most of these are just... I'm looking at Ranker to see if they can tell me if any ones that I don't know they're not animals. Let's see. Vikings, Pirates, Avalanche, Colorado Avalanche. Let's see here. Jane Daniels drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Terry McLaurin, but incomplete. 4th and 3. And the Commanders, once again, can't get anything going. 5-12 to go in the third quarter. And Sabres, Blazers. There's the Knicks. What would be Oilers? Is that people? I'm assuming that's people. Kick is away and is going to be returned about the 19-yard line, and Nixon is absolutely bottled up. Great coverage there by the Commanders. So first down 10. There is a flag, though. First down 10, 5:04. Let's go to the third quarter. Oh, the Maple Leafs. That's another one too. I forgot about the Maple Leafs. Um, Chargers of Warhorse, NHL, but Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes, that's fair. First logo was a horse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like I saw that and I was like, well, I mean, maybe they're talking about Lightning. Holding on the receiving team, so back up even more. The Heat. That's good one. The Heat. Um, temperature based and weather based teams. That would be interesting. Temperature weather based teams. Because like you never. I mean like. So like you have Miami Hurricanes and you have the Iowa State Cyclones. Um, what's another weather-based team? Somebody's like our mascot was a tropical storm, not a hurricane. No, 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 just a tropical storm. Um, what else? The Utah Hockey Club. Their team's mascot is a hockey team. That's fair. Wait, didn't but I thought they became the mammoth though, because I just the only thing I know about is because Pat McAfee. Um, but I'm pretty sure Utah now is a mammoth because they have the tusks and everything. Because they try to be the Yeti, but then like that got copyright or something like that, and they became the mammoths. Because like the mammoth logo looks like mountains, um, and then like a trunk. So I think they're the mammoths, but I might be wrong. Um, what's another weather-based team? What if someone's name was Hailstorm? Hailstorm? Let's see. What's I'm trying to think of like other weather you could make that is not a team. That'd be cool if it was a team. Acid rain? No, I'm just kidding. Um, though that would be kind of sick. Let's see. What's another one that'd be interesting to have? Sleet. uh, let's see. Who else? Blizzard. What's another weather that could be fun? Team name. Um, it's not really weather. Oh, it's kind of weather, more like space, but like, uh, what meteor shower? I don't know. Trying to get other weather based. What could be a cool weather based name for a team? Scattered showers. I don't know. I'm just saying things at this point. First down 10, 5-4 main in the third quarter from the 9 yard line. Jordan Love in under center. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Going to say Matthew going in motion over to the right. Going to be a handoff of Josh Jacobs, who's going to get about a yard. That's be in because Bobby Wagner is there. So second down and 9. Let's see here. You're right. Their mascot is sick. Too bad they're in Utah. Would love one of those jerseys. Tampa Bay Lightning. That's another one too. Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, that is kind of animal. Both of the MLB Sox teams. A Devil Ray. The Rays used to be for Sunshine Rays. Really? I did not know that. I just always assumed it was like for a Stingray or like a Manta Ray. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who gets like a yard again. And great team up by Luvu and Wagner, and that's going to be only for a yard. So second down and 8. Sorry, third down and 8 for the Green Bay Packers. 4:15 remaining in the third. That makes sense, I guess, because like the logo. But I just always assumed it was like the Tampa Bay like Rays, like like a Stingray, because at I think it's the one in Tampa, or is it the one that's in I don't know. No. Sorry. From the 11 yard line, Jordan Love in shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs to his left. Going to send Wicks in a motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. Gets some pressure off his back foot. And guess what? He throws it into the dirt. So fourth and 8. Going to have to put this ball away. Initially, I was thinking that the Manta Ray, the ride for SeaWorld, the roller coaster ride, was in Tampa, and I was like, no, that's not right because there's not one in Tampa, or that I remember. But the Manta Ray, that was the first roller coaster I ever rode. It was in SeaWorld, and I want to say it was San Antonio, but it's probably the one in Orlando. Can't remember. I can double check and make sure. Um, Falling the whole entire time, and I had to like cross my feet to make sure my shoe didn't fall off. I was 12. Returned about the 39-yard line up to the 45. And oh my gosh, get absolutely clobbered at the 50-yard line. But Lane gives the Commanders great field position. First down 10 at the 50-yard line. 3:31 left to go in the third. Down by 2 scores. But you are well within your right. Now we're holding your right. Well within range of trying to make this somewhat of a game. Please, the Commanders, do something. Never mind, they used to be the Devil Rays. Okay, they changed it to just Rays for the double means of Devil Rays and Sun Rays. Okay. Because, like, you look at the logo and have, like, the Rays, so that makes sense. All right, so let me double check and see. Manta Ray roller coaster. SeaWorld is Orlando. Okay. So it was in Orlando. The Manta. Oh, look, there's got 4.8. Steel flying roller coaster at SeaWorld Orlando in Orlando, Florida. Let's see here. 56 miles per hour. That's not too bad. Yeah. I remember I was either 11 or 12 when I went on it. That was my first roller coaster. But the Pacers. That's fair. What exactly... I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm not assuming that. What is an Indiana, or what do they even call themselves, Indiana Pacers? That's the real question. What is an Indiana Pacer? Indiana Pacer. Harness at racing Pacers horses and the pace car used. Okay, so either they're talking about. Okay, are they talking about the horse? Or are they talking about the car? Yeah, so it could either be the pace car, the Indianapolis 500, or it could be the pace horse. So it's possible it could be animal, or it could be an animate object. Oh, there we go. Lamb and Tuna Fish is a team I have. CeeDee Lamb, and he was like my third pick. Okay. CeeDee Lamb and Tuna Fish versus Jackson Me Off. Very nice. It's a pace car from the Indy 500 or stock cars. Okay, so it is pace car because like they were saying, well, whatchamacallit? Wikipedia was saying that it could either be one of the two, and I'm like, that's fair, because you do have like horse, but Indy 500 makes more sense. So first down, 10 with the 50-yard line. Jaden does an empty set, drops back to pass. Has actually got plenty of time to throw. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get Noah Brown, and guess what? It is Nixon once again on the coverage, having an amazing game. So second down and 10, Noah Brown, you got to get that grass out of your helmet. Jackson Me Off versus the Neighbors Touch My Penix. That's hilarious. The Neighbors Touch My Penix. Hilarious. So Noah Brown misses that, but like I said, great covered by Nixon. So second down and 10 for the 50-yard line. 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. Drops back to pass. Jane Daniels throws as we complete to Zach Ertz, who is going to get about 8 yards. Third down 2. Yes, I almost want to do a 5th draft because I really want Neighbors and Penix. for no reason at all. For no reason at all. Third down and a long one. They say 1, but that's like, it's like 1.5. 3 minutes left to go in third. Jane Daniels, shotgun formation, going to be a handoff, and guess what? Oh, great move. I don't know if he gets it, though. I think it's going to be short. They're going to mark him short, yep. So barely short is Austin Eckler. Great move there by Evan Williams. Gets behind the line and basically make it a 4th and inches. So 4th and inches for... See, I don't like when they replace the ball like that because it seems like they're actually going a little bit further back. So Jaden Daniels, shotgun formation with Austin Eckler to his right. Green Bay's crowding the box. And it's going to be handoff, and he's going to get it. Yep. First down for the Commanders. Really wanted to call my team the Neighbors Touch My Penix, but I thought better of it. Might just do a throwaway league to do it, though. You'll have time. You'll have plenty of time to, Penix and also Neighbors will be in the league for quite some time, hopefully. Jane Daniels tried to avoid the sack, but unfortunately, it is going to be Wyatt and, well, really, it's really just going to be Rashawn Gary, who absolutely dominated and got himself a sack all the way back to the 50-yard line. So the Commanders will be second down and forever. 1:30 left to go in the third quarter. Rashawn Gary working on Connolly again, got the chip, and then just ripped through. I mean, just like I said, Connolly almost like was just basically just like not even a roadblock. So second down to 18 for the Commanders after that big, huge loss. Back at the 48-yard line, Jane Daniels empty set. Drops back to pass. And Ashley has some time. Throws across middle to be caught barely. And that's going to be Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, great catch there for about 10 yards. It'll be third down at about 8. $50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Third down and 7 for the Commanders. Down by 14. We don't need that huge close-up on the defense coordinator. I think we're good. So third down 7. Green Bay still up 17-3. Jane Daniels an empty set. Drops back to pass and is going to throw off his back foot. Incomplete. Try to get to Terry McLaurin and number 24, Valentine, on the coverage. Fourth down and 7. It is complete domination by the Packers so far. Commanders looking like they're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Like I said, you kind of have to. You kind of have to at this point. It's kind of no man's land. It would be almost not an impossible field goal, but very, very difficult field goal. It's 4th and 7. 22 seconds remain. Clock is obviously stopped because of the incompletion. So, Jayden Daniels empty set. You got 5 Green Bay Packers at the line. Jayden drops back to pass. Has got some time. Throws. It's going to be caught. But, there's a flag. And I believe, even though it was short, I believe it's going to be either a hold or a pass interference. So it's going to be a first down for the Commanders. I wouldn't be able to get them together next year. Penix is going to throw for 6,000 yards, 67 touchdowns, and no picks, and will be the first pick in every fantasy league. Emmanuel, are you telling me that you have faith in the Falcons once again? Jordan Love really a back foot throw merchant. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's just like how he throws, and maybe it's more like a whip. It's like some people like have that, like that all that power coming through. But I don't know. Or maybe he's just like, I'm just gonna throw it somewhere, ooh, and he just throws it out. Like most of the back foot throws are like really inaccurate. So Jayden Daniels tries to roll it to his right. I mean, they're just all over him, and he's basically going back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So second down 10 into the third quarter, still 17-3, and yeah, Commanders hopefully get something. That's why he throws so many should have been intercepted balls. Yeah, like I said, he either just throw. Bijan was the first pick in my very first draft. This last one, he was third. Don't you confuse my love Penix for my fate of the Falcons. They will disappoint me, but not to my sweet baby boy, Michael Penix Jr. Yes, Michael Penix Jr. will never disappoint. He will always be your sweet baby boy. I wish I had him a single fantasy team. But you might have been better off because I'm typically bad luck when it comes to fantasy. Well, like I said, sometimes we hit sometimes we don't. Like I said, I want to do fantasy videos, especially in that August range and whatnot. But because the people in my fantasy league, some of them watch my videos, I don't want to give them a heads up of what I'm going to be doing. So that's why I haven't done fantasy videos. That's literally the only reason why. because I don't want them to be like, oh, I know what Ryan's going to try to get this year, and then it screws me over. So that's the reason why I haven't done it. I want to, but I'm not. I'm not gonna risk my secrets until after the year. Oh, um, like I said, Falcons are gonna go on a run, Emmanuel. So I mean, just be prepared for that. Like, be prepared for the Michael Penix led Atlanta Falcons going on a 12-0 run, being 12-1, and just falling flat, and just be in the Falcons. Let's see here. IDK if Bijan will be fantasy fantastic because of the O line, but he won't sell you games. Exactly. Plus, even if Bijan Robinson's rushing might not be the best, he's still going to get like receiving options. So like he's still going to get some targets, especially checkdowns. So like unless it's like they're expecting him to get 19, like oh well he goes against like say like the Broncos or something like that. So like then yeah I wouldn't be surprised if Bijan has a bad game against the Broncos. Um, 12-1, 12-5, and a first one and done in the playoffs. Exactly. Uh, it could happen. You could get your hopes up. From the 32-yard line, second down and 10. Jane Daniels, empty set. They're doing a lot of empty sets, for surprisingly. And, I mean, almost immediately, Micah Parsons, upended. So Micah Parsons is basically just unblockable. And Jane Daniels runs up to his left, and guess what? Bullard, once again, having a great play, upends Jane Daniels. I mean, that's why I don't get it. I don't get it. You know that your offensive line is struggling with Micah Parsons, is struggling with, like Rashawn Gary, with Devontae Wyatt, with Luke Van Ness, and you still decide to do empty sets. Yeah, you're helping by chipping some stuff, but like it just makes no sense. Why'd you call a timeout? What? The Commanders call a timeout. You're down by 14. It's 3rd and 9 with the whole entire quarter left, and you call a timeout. Why? It wasn't like, were like basically almost no play clock remaining. That's such bad clock management. That's such bad clock management. Why are you calling timeout? I don't know. 3rd down and 9. Goodness gracious. 3rd down and 9 from the 31-yard line. 14:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Jane Daniels once again an empty set for some odd reason. Drops back a pass, throws across middle, is be caught, and guess what? Terry McLaurin gets first down. Up to the 20-yard line, first down 10, let's freaking go. Thank you for getting something. Commanders, please score a touchdown. If anything, score a touchdown. My glorious King Bijan Robinson took a check down for 50 yards, 3 plays into the Bucks game, and then Zach Robinson said, stop giving him the ball and ruin our fans' day. Crazy that if I say Jaden Daniels is going to go J.J. McCarthy, that means he plays good in the fourth quarter. Yeah, especially after what happened at the very beginning of the Monday Night Football game. Jaden Daniels throws as we will check down to Zach Ertz. Great angle. 10-5 and touchdown, Zach Ertz. And with that touchdown, an extra point is going to make it a 7-point game. And this is finally going to be somewhat of a game. Thank you. Thank you, Commanders, for finally showing up. I still hate you threw your timeout away, pretty much, but still. Yeah, so Zach Ertz pretty much just kind of like, came, it looks like, was it flat? No, drag, I mean. Yeah, it's a little bit of a drag. And then pretty bad angle by, that's a terrible angle by Quay Walker. And just kind of sneak it in there. So Matt Gay on for the extra point, and kick is good. So 17-10, 13:45 let go in the fourth quarter. Finally, somewhat of a game. All right. We have hope. Packers choke. I like that. We have hope. Packers choke. Dobie. Well, Manuel said it, but Dobie, like I said, we have some hope. Hopefully, the Packers can be knocked down a pedestal. The Vikings can lose potentially to the Falcons, and then maybe the Bears win, and then the Bears will be will technically still be third, but you know if you're all 1-1, and yes, you have 0-1 the division, then you're still behind, but it's not as bad because the Bears play. Who y'all play this week? Dang it! Who did the Bears play this week? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I don't remember. Nope, that's not NFL. Show me Bears. Bears. The Bears play the Lions. That's right. Dang, so there's a chance. Oh, that's bad. There's a chance that one of you, well, not there is a chance, but there is a definite that one of you will start off not only the season 0-2, but 0-2 in the division. That's rough. That's rough. I think I even picked the Lions this week, so hopefully that's not the case for you, Dobie. Hopefully the Bears win, because that is definitely playing behind the eight ball. That's also kind of crappy. Who does? Well, actually, I mean, technically they did for the East too. They did for the East. They did the Cowboys and Giants are both playing, which obviously go with the Cowboys. So the Giants were more likely to start not only the season 0-2, but also 0-2 in division. I don't really like. I don't know if I like that. I picked up the Lions defense. You don't have faith in the elite Bears offense that we were all promised in the offseason? I mean, like I said, I'm not going to say that the Bears are not going to turn around this season. So I think they will, but I think expecting the Bears to automatically do really well was a little bit of oversight. I kind of thought they were going to struggle early in the season, and they kind of come around strong. What what in the world is the girlfriend? I'm sorry, but the way it looks like the mom loves her son, and then the girlfriend is like entering into like the son's life. I don't know. That's what it looks like. It looks weird. It looks creepy. Like not creepy, but just like an odd concept, which definitely happens in real life. There is too many mama's boys, and not the good kind of mama's boys. I'm talking about the what? It's not technically a mama's boy because mama's boy can be good, but it's the mom that is way too involved in the son's life. That dude does steroids. Goodness gracious, that's also okay. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, there is a lot of people, Earl, unfortunately, that has their mom's way too involved in their life, and I've had to help out a lot of people in that situation where I'm like, this is a little bit toxic. Gonna be Jordan Love drops back to pass, throws to the right side, and caught Malik Heath again. No, sorry, Jontavius Wicks. Sorry about that. I said incomplete pass. I thought he caught it, but like I said, Wicks is getting targeted. I mean, with Jaden Reed being out, definitely that helps. But Wicks, I mean, that's his fifth target of the day, sixth target. And let's see, are we sure he didn't catch that? That's like two. Yeah, that's 2 feet. How is that incomplete? Okay, they changed it. Okay, but I said, I was like, that's clearly a first down. So, under center from the 45.5 yard line, Jordan Love, going to be a play action pass and kind of dumps it, and is unfortunately going to be an incomplete pass. Or they're going to call it a fumble. Don't know. It might be backward pass. Um, I'm not picking the Bears or playing a Bear until they show they can be better. That's fair. Uh, Holding on the defense bails out the Packers, and that is on Lattimore. So let's see here. How bad was it? Because it could always be worse. Lions look weak right now. I think Ben Johnson's revenge game will be enough to carry all. Okay, let's see here. How bad is Lattimore? Again with the hold. It's like obvious. Lattimore, do you want to mess up your defense? Because just holding onto the jersey and just being like tug, 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 that's not going to help out. So first down 10 to the 50-yard line because of that. Jordan Love under center. Brought Williams in motion over to the right. Now motion back over to the left. Draws back to pass and is going to throw off his back foot. And that's going to be incomplete. Try to get to Romeo Doubs. Second down and 10. Like I said to Emmanuel before, you're better off that I don't pick your players or any of your favorite teams on my fantasy. Well, hopefully, you look at. Hopefully, you find a little lucky break. But some of the picks you made, I was a little concerned about because like Achane, yeah, he was good like 2 years ago, but then last year he was hurt, and then this year I have no faith whatsoever in the Dolphins at all. So that one I was a little concerned about. But Jordan Love, shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs to his left, going to send Wicks into motion, and going to be handoff to Josh Jacobs, who cuts back and gets up to about the 45-yard line. Nice gain, about 5 yards there. Third down and 5. 14. 12:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. So if I'm Green Bay, obviously you want to kind of take down a lot of the clock. If you're able to get into field goal range, which I don't think like you are, because I see it for Marshawn Lattimore. Interesting. So third down and 5 from third down and 6 from like the 35-yard line. Jordan Love in shotgun formation with number 32 is right. Drops back a pass and is going to try to avoid the sack. Rolls up to his right, throws off his back foot again, and is caught, and that is Tucker Kraft. There's a flag, so don't know what it's on. Let's see here. Can you play every single Minnesota Viking and New Orleans Saints? You can, pretty please. If they all sit on the bench, my players, and rack up a bunch of points, I don't care because it's a random league. Yeah, except if it's just like a random league, you're like, yeah. But so it is holding on the defense, but it was declined. Harris on Kraft. Let's see here. Yep, way more than 5 yards down the field. Kind of obvious. A lot of defensive holding for the Commanders so far. So first down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jordan Love under center. Going to be a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who's going to get about 2 yards. Second down and 8. Now, we were talking about fantasy, but I forgot what I was saying. Don't know. Sorry. So, second down 8, 11:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Green Bay up by 7, 17-10. But they are driving, and they're in field goal range, so they can still make it a 2-possession game. Oh, get us by eyes. All right. So, second down 8. Josh Allen. Jordan Love is going to go out wide, and Williams is going to be the Wildcat, and he's going to fake the pitch, run out to the left, gets to the 30, up to the 25, up and fall. What the heck happened? He just slipped and fell. First down. How in the world did he? How did he fall? So Jordan Love, like I said, he goes out wide, and you got Williams as the quarterback. You fake the pitch and you roll it to the left. But why and how in the world did he fall? That's what I want to know. He didn't trip. He just fell. He literally just fell. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to send Xavier. Xavier. Golden over to the right. Going to cut back in and get down to about the 11-yard line. So, nice gain, about 8 yards. Second down and 2. Matthew Golden with the carry. I want to say Xavier. He did the Danny Jones thing. Well, he didn't fumble, thankfully. Thankfully, he didn't fumble. But, yeah, he was... he had better cut in, and I guess his legs just came from underneath him. With that league, ETN is starting, and Achane is on bench now. Okay. Keon Coleman start, Rome on the bench with team named after him. That's kind of with the... Bryce Young has my sweet baby Bryce on the bench as my name. So, second and 2 from the 11-yard line. Jordan Love going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to get the first down and down to about the 8-yard line for about a 4-yard gain. First and goal from the 8. 9:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Green Bay up by 7, looking for a little bit more. If I'm them, I'm just draining this clock because it's not like the Commanders don't have all 3 timeouts because they don't because they used one. So Jordan Love first and goal got Josh Jacobs to his right, 2 tight ends to the right, Rosa to his left, right, and then guess what? It is Tucker Kraft. Have yourself a day. Touchdown Tucker Kraft, over 100 receiving yards. Yeah, I don't want to say it's dagger, but under 9 minutes, up by 14 points. Commanders. Maybe. We've been counted out. The Bills. We count out the Vikings. Now it's the Commanders' turn. You look like dead in the water, but you never quite know. But sometimes you do. So Brandon McManus's kick is up and it is good. So it is 24-10, 8:57 left to go in the fourth, and going to go to commercial break. Indiana Jones. I should have drafted Tucker Kraft earlier. Someone took him 2 picks before I was going to take him. Daggum. I had who was it that I wanted? Yeah, take it before me. I can't remember who it was. But I know that Luke got mad at me because I took Nico Collins before him. Because he was talking about how much he wanted him, and I'm like, well, I want him too, but I didn't say anything. Who was it? Someone that I want. Oh, it was Lab McConkey. I wanted Lab McConkey, and he got drafted just 1 pick before me in the 3rd round. And I was like, no. I was like, that's crappy. I was like, crap. All right, well, and so I had to pivot. I think it's why I ended up doing who did I do in 3rd? I can't remember. But that's why I was like, dadgummit. You'll see here. I'll see y'all later. I got a friend who wants to play some games. Okay, W, I'll see you later. He was in New York when he had the stumble, but yes, I'm talking about Indiana Jones. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, that one was against Philly in his 2nd year. Sorry about that. I just dug in my ear there. I think it was the 2nd year. We had that long run and then just all of a sudden just do, and then just fumbled the ball, which is hilarious. Like I said, let me just look at actually the stats. Obviously, stats don't tell the whole entire story, but I'm just gonna look at the time possession because I have a feeling that it's pretty atrocious because it was atrocious in the first half. Push that button. Team stats. Show me. Come on. Come on. Be fast. Don't be lollygagging around. Again, you're showing Josh Allen versus Tua Tagovailoa, Thursday Night Football. I'm not impressed. Oh my word. All right, so time possession, it's 8-minute difference, so it's not too bad. But it is 122 rushing yards to 44 rushing yards, 282 passing yards to 100 passing yards, and 404 total yards to 144 total yards. I think that the Packers defense might just be good. Thanks everybody. Good night, Ryan and Emmanuel. Yep. Like I said, see you CW. I'll see you. I'm thinking about streaming on Friday, but I'm still mulling that one over. So first down, 10 at 35-yard line after that basically goes back in the end zone. Jayden Daniels, an empty set, going to send a wide receiver into motion. Drops back a pass. Has got some time, about to run out of time, and it's going to scramble, get up to 35, and down to the 37-yard line. So, gain up 2 yards there, 2nd down 8. They're also making sure that Jayden Daniels can't just abuse them on the run, so there's that. But 8:38 remaining in the fourth quarter, down by 14. Only 2 timeouts remaining for the Commanders. All right, so from 36, goodness gracious. Jayden Daniels going to be actually a draw to Austin Ekeler up to the 40-yard line. So, like I said, it's only gained about, 4 yards, third down to 5. 8:08 left to go in the fourth. I say third down and 4, but it's kind of like third down and 5. Jayden Daniels in the shotgun formation with Austin Ekeler to his left. Trips to the right. Draws back to pass. Immediate pressure. Throws and almost picked off by Devontae Wyatt. So, 4th and 4. I mean, Commanders got to go for it. I mean, you're down by 14 with 7:45 left to go. So, this is pretty much the game. All right, so from the 40, like I said, it says 4th and 4, but they got to get to the 45-yard line. So, it's like 4.5. 7:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Green Bay's completely dominated this game so far. Do the Commanders have somewhat of a miracle? We'll find out. Jayden Daniels shotgun formation going to send Deebo Samuel in motion over to the left. Austin Ekeler to his left. Drops back to pass and throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Nixon once again having an amazing play. He's had an amazing game. And with 7:42 remaining in the fourth quarter, Green Bay takes over up by 14 points. And all they got to do is run, maybe get a first down, kick a field goal, and the game will pretty much be over. Awful game for the Commanders so far. Like I said, the fact that even with the, time possession only being different, domination of, 404 total yards compared to like 144 or 114. And then the passing yards from like 282 to 100. And the rushing yards from like 1 something to like 44. Like, it is just complete domination. And like I said, I don't want to hype up the Packers too much. Because like I said, it's only week 2, but like, the defense is looking really good. And the defense, like I said, the defense had all the characteristics of being good defense before they got Micah Parsons. And the one thing that they could not do was get pressure. And when they got Micah Parsons, which they've been doing as far as, not having to do too much, they still had Lucas Van Ness look pretty good. Rashawn Gary has always been solid. And so now you have a good 3-man rotation with Devontae Wyatt coming into his own in year 3, that the defensive line looks really good. The linebackers were good, and they continue to be good. And then you got really good cornerback play. Keyshawn Nixon has been playing really, really well. So has Valentine, too. But, Keyshawn Nixon especially has looked very, very well. Very, very good, sorry. Both your safeties are amazing. So, I don't know. I don't want to buy in the hype too much. I did have the Packers to win the division because I did think it was going to be close between them and the Lions, but I don't want to buy into. I don't want to buy in too early. Don't want to buy too early. That's how you get hurt. That's how you get hurt. You buy in too early, and then all of a sudden, your prediction looks really bad. So don't want to buy in too early, but looking very good for the Green Bay Packers so far. So we're about to be back to the game. Green Bay takes over after incompletion on 4th down. From the 40-yard line, Jordan Love under center. 7:42 going to be a play-action pass. And he's going to step out of the pocket. Throws for the end zone and incomplete. Try to get Dontavius Wicks. And that's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. So Wicks, like I said, Wicks has been targeted a lot. So I'll give him that. But I don't know. I'm just very, very shocked that this game wasn't as good as it was. But it's shown a lot of things, especially like I already talked about with the defense for the Commanders I'm very concerned about. And then, like I said, if you're able to get off the quarterback, makes it kind of hard for this team. So two tight ends to the right, going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to cut upfield and get about to the 38-yard line. So nice gain there, about 2 yards, 2 or 3 yards. Second, it'll be third down, like 7 or 8. 7:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. I'm getting a little bit tired. Like I said, it is pretty late where I am. Kind of showing the next couple of games. Like I said, they have the Browns, have the Cowboys. They have a bye week. Bengals, Cardinals. Like, if the Packers continue to play like they're playing, they could be 6-0. With that schedule, yeah, they could be 6-0. Third down 8. Jordan Love, shotgun formation, will run back to his left. Drops back to pass, get immediate pressure, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. So 6:47 left to go in the fourth quarter, and do the Packers try to kick a field goal to make it a 3-score game, or do they punt the ball away? Because it's a pretty long field goal. So they are. Okay, so Brandon McManus to make it a 3-score game to put this game away. 6:47 to go in the fourth, up by 14. And it looks like, why did they let the clock go all the way down? All right, so Packers call their first timeout. Don't know, like I said, I don't know why they let it all go down. If Aaron Rodgers era taught me anything, is that even if they play good in the regular season, once they get to the NFC Championship game, it all falls apart. Yeah. But we haven't seen Jordan Love in the conference championship game. So maybe turn over a new leaf. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? So this is going to be a 56-yarder by Brandon McManus from the right hash to make it a 3-score game. Kick is up, and kick is good. So with 6:42 remaining in the fourth quarter, 27-10 Green Bay, absolutely dominating fashion, and it will take an absolute miracle for the Commanders to come back down 3 scores. So, yeah. So, even if this game is not as good as some of the others, and even the Monday night game was like, it was good, but for a majority of it, it was kind of like, bleh. It was kind of disgusting. So, dang, I was hoping this game would be a little better. They wouldn't make it past the divisional round. Yeah, I actually have it that way too. I think I had the Packers winning. Let's see. I had the Packers winning the wild card. So who did I have them playing? I think I had them playing the Rams, which would be a tough matchup, which would suck for the Packers, because out of the wild card teams, I think the Rams would be the hardest. Them and then the Lions. Got the Lions at the 5th seed, and then I had them playing against the Eagles in the divisional round. So I had them losing to the Eagles, which I think was reasonable. It's one of those things where, like the Eagles have a tougher schedule, and I had the Packers had the edge over them as a 2nd seed. I had the 49ers as the 1st seed because I thought the 49ers, I was hoping that the injury history would not be a problem, but it continues to be a problem. Luke and I actually talked about this this morning. Not this morning, but just like about 4 hours ago. Talking about the fact that like the 49ers is like we need to figure out what exactly are the 49ers doing that's causing them that every single year it is the same thing. They constantly have players that have these small tissue problems and get hurt. Now, obviously, you had with Vrabel on the Titans, you had those back-to-back years where basically he lost almost all of his players. You had the Ravens at one time where they were like, or 2 years, who lost a lot of their players. And then you had the Lions last year. But for the 49ers, it is consistently. So, is it the trainer's fault? Is it how you're administering practice? Or are you the most unluckiest people to get the main players that are very good that have small tissue problems? Like, that's the only thing I can understand because it makes no sense. So, I don't know. But I don't know if my prediction is going to be right. I just know the 49ers have an absolutely easy schedule. So that's really why I had them as the first overall seed because I'm like, they're talented enough to win a lot of those games. So does it actually happen? I don't know. So from the 35-yard line, down 17. Jaden Daniels drops back to pass and is going to throw across the middle up to the 40, and Zach Ertz get down to the 43. So from the 43-yard line, second down. 6:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Second down, Jaden Daniels in shotgun formation with Austin Ekeler to his right, drops back to pass, and throws across the middle once again up to the 50, down to about the 45-yard line is Terry McLaurin. 6:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Got a little turf in his helmet. Oh my goodness. 407 to 169. I mean, I already talked about it before, but still, it's ridiculous. Jaden Daniels throws across middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to number 83. And that's once again Nixon with an amazing pass breakup. Like I said, he's had a really, really great game. As a second down 10, 5:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. 45-yard line, drops back to pass. Gets some pressure, throws, and it's going to be at the feet Austin Ekeler. Third down 10, 5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. That's Devontae Wyatt on with the pressure. Ooh. Goodness. This game has lulled me to sleep. Because there are no more stakes anymore. I mean, it's just like, Jaden Daniels, empty set. Third down 10, 5:50 remaining in the fourth. Drops back to pass. Throws across the middle, and that's going to be Deebo Samuel, who's going to get the first down to the 33-yard line. Nice gain there, about 12 yards. So first down 10, 5:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. And Austin Ekeler gets hurt. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Krosky Merritt, if it's significant injury, then you're going to be playing a lot more. So let's see here. Was it a chip? He chips, and then he plants. Oh. Yeah. Oh. I hope that's not hot. Yep, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good. That is, yep. He did, okay. That's either a high ankle, not high ankle, but that's something, let's see. He's up. He's not even putting any kind of pressure on it at all. So he's going to go to the medical tent, check and see how that's going. He doesn't want to be carted off, but he's going to go to the medical tent, or at least he's going to go sit down on the bench and kind of figure that out. But that did not look good at all. So first down 10, 5:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. Jaden Daniels in an empty set from the 34-yard line. Drops back to pass, and has got time. Running out of time, throws, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be McCaffrey with a catch up to about the 14-yard line, first down and 10. 14. 5:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still down 17, but at least get some kind of points, some kind of you know shades of life, some kind of form of life. Jaden Dale's dropping a pass and is going to try to get like maybe 2 yards, and that's Kingsley with tackle. So second down and about 8, and Jaden Dale's kind of gets with a little bit limp. That's not good. Like this is just garbage time at this point. Goodness. All right, so Jaden Daniels in the shotgun formation. See here. Um, ooh, ooh, his foot got turned the wrong way. So second down and 9. Jaden Daniels shotgun formation, trips to the right, drops back a pass, throws across middle, and it's gonna be caught up to about the 7-yard line. Yeah, showing it right now, like right on the foot. So, third down and 2 for Jaden Daniels. 4 minutes left to go in the game. This drive is taking up a lot of time. Shotgun formation with running back to his left. Drops back a pass and is going to throw for the end zone and way over the head of Zach Ertz. And a little bit of a late flag that I'm assuming is holding on Adrian Cooper, making a first down. Yeah, just stay in the game, make it a first down. No, actually, it's going to be on Xavier McKinney. Let's see here. Was it a hold or were they just finding something? Show us the hold. Let's see here. Xavier McKinney on Zach Ertz. Yeah. But then again, Ertz kind of like, runs into McKinney. But McKinney does kind of hold up. But, like, it's definitely a drawn flag. Like, Ertz basically forced McKinney to be like, I gotta hug you now because now you're trying to bump into me. So Michael Parsons gets subbed out of the game. And is the play clock going to... They got to call a timeout. Great job by the Green Bay Packers for realizing that there was a late substitution, taking your sweet precious time to do your substitution, and now the Commanders have to call a second timeout, and Austin Eckler is being carted back to the field, shoe off his right ankle or right foot. Yeah, it's... When you didn't think it could get worse, one of your running backs is gone. You're showing terrible clock management, and you're losing by 17. Obviously, they should change this play or the next couple plays, but still, first and goal from the 4 or from the 3. 3? See. Yep, for the 3-yard line. Jaden Daniels shotgun formation. Going to send Terry McLaurin over to motion over to the left. As a false start on. As a false start on Allegretti. Goodness gracious. On the right guard. So, back him up even more. 3:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still 27-10 as it has been for the past couple of minutes. Washington Commanders just have not gotten anything done. that fan is so ticked off. As a Commanders fan, he is so ticked off. 3:43 remaining in the fourth quarter, still first down 10 from the 8-yard line. Jaden Daniels drops back to pass, and is going to try to scramble, and is going to get sacked. And that is going to be Carl Brooks with a sack. That is the, fourth or fifth sack of the day? Second and goal for the Commanders from about the, let's put at the 10-yard line. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to run. Just trying to get something. Just trying to get something, anything at all. But 3:10. Clock continues to run. Drops back a pass. Immediate pressure throws across the middle. Deebo Samuel, who is going to get in the end zone for a touchdown to cut it down to a 11-point lead. Extra point makes it a 10-point game. So 2:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. That took up 3:49. And for some reason, the Commanders are going for 2. Why? Don't know why. No clue why. Like at all. I don't know the reason. So Jay Daniels in shotgun formation. From the 2-yard line, tried to do 2-point play. Got bunched to the left. That's the offsides penalty. Jay Daniels steps in the pocket, throws, and it's going to be for a 2-point conversion. So good job on finding McCaffrey as a 2-point play. I would be surprised if they called that on, offsides. That's what I thought. So decline the penalty, gets the 2 points, so it's 18-27. 18-27 with 2:53 remaining in the fourth. One timeout for the Commanders because you have bad clock management. And that's putting it lightly. Also, the Packers are getting a lot of hits on Jay Daniels after the fact. I'm just making an observation, but a lot of hits that are not being called, which I'm not I don't want to be pestering about that kind of stuff, but it is, it is noticeable that there is no cause for him getting absolutely crushed. But if somebody else that we know in the league got crushed like that, would they get the same kind of, ruling? Don't think so. All right, so onside kick, Matt Gay on to attempt. If the Packers get a game, we'll be done with one more first down. And it is going to be recovered, and that's going to be at the 48-yard line. Green Bay Packers. 2:52 remaining in the fourth quarter, and all they really got to do is get a first down, and the game is pretty much over. Well, there you go. Dontavius Wicks gets targeted again. So it's more so Packer dominance than anything. So first and 10. Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry for yawning. It's just been too tiring. 3 tight end set. Jordan Love going to send 86 in motion. Going to be a handoff Josh Jacobs, who's going to get up to the midfield. Nice gain, about 2 yards, and a timeout is called. Oh my goodness. So, right now, there is a chance that if the Green Bay Packers don't get the first down, that the Commanders can get the ball back with after the 2-minute warning. But like I said, you're down by 9, so there's no chance you get in just one possession. So yeah, like I said, the game's pretty much over unless the craziest thing happens, which I don't see is going to happen. But Jordan Love under center, going to send tight end in motion over again. Play action pass. Jordan Love just falls down and it'll be 4th and forever. Okay. Matt LaFleur, what kind of play is that? Why are we trying to do trickeration instead of just running the ball? I get it. I get it. You want to do a flash and pass. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is the trickeration. You got to hold the ball for a second, and then you turn around and try to look. They are coming after you. So if you do something this long developing, then guess what? They're going to get to you, and they did. 3rd and 21 now. Jordan Love drops back the pass. Actually going to hand off Jordan to Josh Jacobs, who powers forward for another 7 yards, and it's going to be 4th down and a 2-minute warning. So then, guess what? Instead of your defense getting a break or having a chance of getting a break, you had no shot because it was 3rd and forever. And now you got to put the ball back, and now the Commanders have a chance. Not really a chance, but just like they get to take the ball and try to score points. So I just don't get it. You don't get. Ah, goodness gracious. And so what I said before about the touchdown over 100 yards, Tuckercraft has 6 receptions, 124, and a touchdown. So amazing day by Tuckercraft. All right, so punt is about to be away. Two, one. That's going to be a flag. Oh, no, I guess he got set before then. Punt is away and is going to be into the end zone for a touchback. 147 to go in the 4th quarter, and the Commanders take over down 2 scores. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm probably not going to say that much after the game is done because there's not really much to talk about. Like I said, we already said most of what we're going to be talking about. Packers dominated this game. Most of this is just garbage time, and make sure you don't get hurt. Unfortunately, there were 3 people who got hurt. You had Jaden Reed with his shoulder or clavicle region. You had the defensive lineman for the Commanders mess up his leg, and then you had Austin Eckler with something with like his lower leg. So Jaden Daniels drops back to pass and is going to just check it down. Deebo Samuel. Oh golly, makes 2 men miss, makes 3 men miss, gain of 5 yards. And so it's going to be 2nd down 5. Clock continues to run. 31 seconds left, or 131 seconds left to go to the 4th quarter. Was this game a good defensive game or a bad offensive game? Either I'm ready for bed. I am ready for bed too. Caught by Zach Ertz for about 7-yard gain. It's gonna be 1st down and 10. I would say it's more so a good offensive game, bad, and a good defensive game, but it's literally all Packers. Like it is a great defensive game plan by the Packers of not allowing Jane Daniels to scramble by applying pressure when need be, and then a great offensive game by them as well for letting Jordan Love just absolutely air it out, and then have Josh Jacobs have a pretty decent day too. For 2nd down and 10, going to be batted, and that's going to be Devontae Wyatt. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10, 104. Let's go in the 4th. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I'm very sorry about the yawning because I know it's contagious, but bam. But yeah, this game bored me to tears, unfortunately. Third down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jaden Daniels empty set and is going to drop back a pass. Is going to get pressure, and that's going to be a low throw, incomplete, fourth down and 10 with 57 seconds remaining in the fourth. I wish primetime games ended earlier. I got a long day tomorrow, and it's dang near 12, but it's for the love of the game, exactly. Rather be tired tomorrow than go back to the offseason of no football. Exactly. Like I said, I'd rather be streaming this game than, like I said, just go to bed. Because, like, you never know. You might see something, you might be like, oh, that's incredible. Like, a Colby Wooden sack would be amazing right now. Fourth down and 10. Trips to the left. Running back to the left. Jaden Daniels rolls out, throws, incomplete in the dirt in front of Deebo Samuel. 52 seconds remain, and that's going to be the end of the game. It's 27-18. Green Bay takes over. All they got to do is kneel the ball twice, and they will start off the season 2-0. So I'll wait till it hits double zeros. Oh, triple zeros. But yeah, Michael Parsons absolutely was working Laremy Tunsil. And Kobe Wooden was almost there. He almost got it. I think you can say that the trade for Micah Parsons has quite worked out. First time allowing under 250 total yards the first two games since 1995. That's the first knee by Jordan Love. One more knee and the game is over. So, here's the question. Because I had, in my initial thing, I had the Packers going undefeated after going to the bye. Then I had them losing to the Bengals, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore. So, is there a chance that the Packers stay undefeated until they go against the Eagles in November 10th? That is the question, because that could be interesting. Who's this Micah Parsons you speak of? I don't know Michael Parsons. Well, Michael Parsons is an interesting character. He's the kind of guy that hazes, but Micah Parsons is the angel. Micah Parsons is the guy who's on the Green Bay Packers. Uh, Michael Parsons is the one, I don't know. He kind of fell off the face of the earth. He was on the Dallas Cowboys, but no one really knows what happens because obviously not on the Cowboys anymore. So a little bit missing persons report has been reported by Jerry Jones, but Jerry, he's old. He's not going to spend all that kind of money to look for a guy. No, he's going to move on. So we don't really know where Michael is, but Micah is a class act. He's doing great for the Green Bay Packers and been a real difference maker. I think that the Packers are a formidable foe, and yeah, very very concerned for the Commanders. What in the world? I'm trying to watch this commercial. Anyways, so that was tonight's game. 27-19's final score. No, sorry, 27-18's final score. And Packers are looking good. Commanders, like I said, need to work on their defense. And NFC, you may find your... Well, I don't want to do that too early. I said way too early. But media favorite, I'll say that, is the Packers will be the media favorite after this week because Eagles might struggle again against the Chiefs. And if that's the case, then everybody like, well, yeah, you look at the Packers and they absolutely dominate both their teams. So, oh well, that ball game. I'm gonna sleep. Great stream, Ryan. Hope to see you for Sunday Night Football. Go Dirty Birds. Yeah, I'll be for Sunday Night Football. Like I said, I'll probably stream 3 games Sunday Night Football. Well, Sunday overall. And then I'm trying to think if I want to do the Friday night game on college, but I just don't know if I want to do it. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do I got other stuff I gotta do. So I won't do the Friday. I won't do the Friday college game. Especially because I got other stuff I gotta do around the house. So thanks so much for watching. As always, I always enjoy this trip.